Now, before I allow the guys to continue, I have to know, have you subscribed to the Cleveland Moto and Moto Stories and more YouTube channels yet? There is enough amazing content available on both channels. You can go ahead and cancel your Netflix subscription. See, the guys care deeply about you, so please go do it now before it's too late and they release the infected cyborg snakes.
We got to update the board. 552.
Oh, hey.
Sleeping at the
Welcome
switch.
to the Cleveland Moto Podcast.
Tom, you're fired.
Hey, guys, and welcome to the Cleveland Moto Podcast, episode number 552. Now, what a day. Huh? Light 'em up, boys. There we go, yeah. I'm sorry, mine came pre-lit.
Oh, okay.
As did you.
And exactly.
I wasn't waiting for anything.
I was like, the beer ferry arrived at my shop and dropped off like $200 worth of exotic beer. Wow. And hey, way to go. I guess people move and leave that shit in the fridge. To my immediate left, we have
Matt from Moto Hop.
Moto Hop Matt. Yay! And to his left,
Dan Krupke.
yay! And to his left,
Steve Sleepy.
and to his left, mouthful of food.
Johnny Mac.
And to his left,
Speedy Pete.
and coming around the corner,
Chris Smith.
and behind the bar today,
Tom Pennington.
par usual. We were literally talking about prunes and dates and raisins and sun-dried tomatoes and how everything gets better when you just, desiccate it, when you just let it dry out, right? It
Typical
becomes
topics for 25-year-olds like us.
more intense, right? Yeah. And, yeah, my first day in Africa,
why the villages
I went
in Florida are
downtown
so
and ate
popular.
street meat. And I went and ate all the street meat and just drove myself crazy in downtown Hammamet, Tunisia, which is not downtown at all. It's a really small place. And I was like, this is the greatest place in the world. Because I had figured out when I got there how you can use a credit card to go to the post office, the telephone post area, and you can use your credit card to get local currency. So I was the only one of the army guys that had a pocket full of dinara, right?
Nice.
And so I was like, I'm going to buy all the cool shit right now. And I hit it like I normally hit everything, which is really, really hard on the first day. So by the end of the second day, our tanks hadn't arrived yet. We're just kind of getting things ready, putting together some tents and building a little tent city. And my entire lower system just said, welcome to Africa, boys. And I was a fountain.
You were liquefied.
I was. It was really, really ugly. And one of our guys was like, "Oh no, what you got to do is you gotta get some dates." And I said, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah, you got to get some dates. That'll get you. Your system will regulate to the current, bacteria count." And I said, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, when the kids come down the beach selling dates out of the wheelbarrows and stuff, he goes, "Grab some dried candied dates or something, and it'll set you right as rain." And Mom's like, "Well, I'm not right as rain right now. I can't go 5 steps away from, the cat hole that we made, with the MRE box and the entrenching tool." I'm like, I'm kind of committed. And so I ate 3 candied dates, and was introduced to an entire new level of evacuation. But it is right. It was the express train to kind of making my system go, oh, we're not in Germany anymore.
Yeah.
And it did, and it got me out of it. And so, I cleared the problem in about 24 hours, and then everybody else was just dog shit sick for 2 weeks. They were just miserable for 2 weeks. Get to a place and regulate early. When you figure out the food situation, don't eat street meat until you've eased yourself in on some of the local stuff that isn't the lamb that was laying out on the table for the past 2 days. Maybe just get into something like a nice dried fruit, and you'll find it to be a much more pleasant ride than going down and being like, oh, fuck yeah, baba ganoush, and all of a sudden I'm going to have everything they make, which is exactly what I did. Huge mistake on my part. So that's all the, that's our poop talk for the night. It probably won't be the end of the poop talk.
This is good traveling talk, though, because,
Yeah.
like when we were in Ecuador, they told us you're going to go into these, like, indigenous towns, and it's going to smell wonderful. They got, like, a market going, cooking meat over coal and, all these fresh vegetables. They're like, don't eat any of it. You will get sick. So, there are certain rules to follow when you're traveling, whether it's with the military or on a motorcycle or anything else.
I used to tease one of my sergeants who would basically in his everybody who goes on a field deployment or any sort of a field problem always has a bag that we used to call pogey bait. What did you call pogey bait too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God, the word travels. Pogey bait is your basic, like we used a CVC bag, a helmet bag, an aviator or tanker CVC bag, combat vehicle crewman bag, and we would just fill that up with the PX with all the stuff they're not going to give you. All your favorite stuff. Like, if you like Funyuns, you better have them in there, Pop-Tarts, all that kind of stuff.
Gummy bears.
Gummy bears. And that pogey bait bag is really important because that's your transition food. And when your guts are like, yeah, I'm not going to eat another dehydrated pork patty or another, the mini meatballs in sauce and stuff, all that MRE shit. And when you get your pogey bait bag, you're like, this is the most valuable bag on the planet.
Can we go back one?
Yeah.
What is a dehydrated pork pie? What did you say?
So
patty, yeah.
in MRE version 1.0 for Pete and I, the old guys at the table, the first kit of MREs, the first MREs that came out, there was a dehydrated pork patty and a dehydrated beef patty. And they are exactly what you think they are. They're basically like...
It's like a little SOS pad.
I want to hear about the mini meatballs.
Mini meatballs, yeah. So the dehydrated pork patty and the dehydrated beef patty, the concept was you were supposed to take boiling water and open the package, pour the boiling water in there, and then each of them had something special in the form of like a beef soup packet that you would also dump in there.
Or the dehydrated ketchup.
The dehydrated ketchup, which the dehydrated ketchup was in the pork patty.
Yes, it was.
So the pork patty one, you could dump the dehydrated ketchup in with the dehydrated pork patty, add some hot water to it, smoosh it all around, and it was pretty serviceable.
It was good. Yeah, it really was.
And the dehydrated pork patty was sought after because there was one ingredient in your MRE when you'd open your MRE that was in the dehydrated pork patty that wasn't in any other meal.
Did the road wheels?
Road wheel cookies, yes, and applesauce.
Applesauce, yeah.
And the applesauce was like heaven.
Oh, yeah.
And
Nature's candy.
we also learned the difference between orange cheese, processed cheese food, and white processed cheese food. And in the pork patty, it had white cheese food. And in all the other ones, it had orange cheese food. The orange cheese, spreadable cheese, you just tear the corner off, and you'd have to keep it like down in the front of your underwear for like 2 or 3 hours to get it to be warm. And on the package, it literally says "need before opening." And
It was fortified though too, and it smelled exactly like Flintstones vitamins.
it did. It
And,
was
and,
exactly.
and iron. It smelled like freaking iron.
Like pennies, you said?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, for real. And if you didn't warm it up to like at least gooch level, right?
Yeah.
If you didn't warm it up to crotch temperature, you couldn't knead this stuff at all. It was like completely unmixable, and you would invariably rush into it. In which case, you got something resembling what I would just call caulk and oil. Pete's been there.
Yeah, this is all going to be flashbacks. Yeah.
This is the only PTSD we're gonna get.
Like you guys' mouths are like changing textures
Yes,
right now. Going,
absolutely. Yeah. And then there's road wheel cookies and there's trackpad cookies. So they're different. They're not exactly the same. And so that Generation 1 MREs, there wasn't a whole lot of them. So like you could, if Pete and I worked, we could probably list all 8 meals that existed that were available to us. But it was, the thing is like there was a meatballs and tomato sauce.
Yeah.
That was actually
The meatballs were about the size of the end of your thumb, maybe.
They were super tiny.
Yeah.
They're like Chihuahua testicles. Yeah.
Like SpaghettiO meatballs.
Yeah, like spaghetti. They're real small. But it was actually delicious.
They weren't bad,
No
right,
problem
yeah.
with those.
Was
yeah.
that because it was the only non-dehydrated one?
No, there were, like I said, there were only 2 dehydrated ones.
Oh, okay.
Right? There were
Yeah.
2 that were dehydrated. The rest of them were juicy. The rest of them were,
One of them came with dehydrated strawberries too. Remember
Yes,
that? And one of them came
absolutely.
with dehydrated peaches.
peaches.
Those
the
were
peaches and
those
the
were really
strawberries.
good.
Extremely good. For the Generation 1 MREs. Now, you were there before I was, so there was probably still some sea rats kicking around.
Yeah, I had a
For
little
you.
sea rats. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks, man. Those things had to be old.
Yeah.
That's not Vietnam leftover shit. That's Korea leftover shit. Yeah, that's awful. But it is a funny thing that people now that I'm on some prepper forums and stuff, and all the guys are like, "Oh yeah, man, I just ordered it. I got a great deal. I got a case of MREs for $48." And then when I'm looking what they're like, "Oh, it's a breakfast burrito," and it's like all this really kind of fancy food.
Wait.
Yeah.
People pay for MREs?
Yeah, I know, right?
If you hang out in New Orleans in the summer and you wait for a storm, they will literally drop a crate on your ass
They
for
will.
free.
They will, I promise you. Yeah,
That's a prepper tip for your ass. Go to New Orleans.
Go to New Orleans.
August.
Well, speaking of food, I'd like to give a big shout out to Missy from Moto Hop.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
These
Holy shit.
these peanut butter coconut Rice Krispie treats that are vegan and everything free are amazing. So thank you for that. I haven't tried the dates yet.
Speaking of prepper
but that's
food.
kind of where this conversation came. Yeah. She brought some dates and
Chocolate covered styrofoam,
then
baby.
we started talking about dates.
Craft Services is on point tonight. I've got a 3-bean salad going on over here right now. I've got the best potato salad I've ever had. Yeah, Craft Services is on point.
And all the beer.
Right, well, we're doing great.
So we got extra beer from
So we
Beer
usually
Fairy.
talk about today is always a good time to catch up. Who got a new motorcycle this week? Did anybody get a new or a different motorcycle this week? Anybody change their game up any?
No, but I did buy 2 wheels.
I was going to say there's one.
That's a whole story, Tom. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah, so
I changed the front tire today.
there you go. Yeah, that's
Closest I'm gonna get all season.
at the shop, we've taken a lot of trades in. We've done a lot of horse trading. We'll talk in a little bit about the market right now and what the market's up against at the moment. We'll get into that, dealer inside baseball shit. But yeah, the only person I know that bought a new 2-wheeler this week is sitting behind the bar.
Yep.
And damn, Tom, way to go, man.
That might be the most expensive 2-wheeler I've ever bought,
Can you pull
actually.
up a picture, Phil, of that thing?
I don't know if I can pull up a picture of that.
It-
We'll
I think
pull
I
it up.
posted on my Facebook.
Okay, what's the nomenclature? Let's just say what it is. And we'll figure it out.
It is
Let's start with the
a-
year.
2016
Okay.
Aerolite 174E.
It's
Now,
an-
is that the 2-stroke or 4-stroke?
Exactly.
it's what it is it's a 2-berth version.
Two burner.
It is, yeah, and it's pretty fucking deluxe, man. Not joking around one little bit. That's a fancy fucking little camper.
After last year, she's like, I am not, and after seeing Matt and Missy's setup, she's like, I am not. Oh, Missy checked in.
Yeah, Missy's checking in, tuned in just to make sure you were enjoying my snacks.
Oh,
Guess I can log off now.
I love them.
Yes, the snacks are delightful.
So after last year at Mid Ohio, and the 3 a.m. walk of shame to the portalet, Becky was like, I am not doing that again.
No.
I am not. We're getting something, and we kept looking at rental campers, and you made a very salient point early on. If you rent a camper 3 times, you might as well just buy one.
I feel that way.
And I knew we were going to use it at least twice.
Right.
So Friday rolls around. We did a soft pitch on one. Lady says, okay, come get it Saturday morning. Saturday morning rolls around. I rent the U-Haul, drive to Fairview Park, which is 2 miles down the road, and knock on the door. And the lady's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've sold it to the neighbor. I'm like, oh my God, you crazy lady.
Prime
So I drive
example of
back.
ready, aim, fire.
Drive back, and Sleepy was right. I screwed up. I should have been there like Friday night with the truck and the money, going, shut up and take my money. And so I'm like, well, there's this other one, but it's a little bit more. And I contact the guy, and he's like, okay, come get it. And that was a comedy of errors because I borrowed a friend's truck with a 2-inch ball because I don't have a truck right now. I haven't had a truck in a while, which kind of sucks. Drive out there, get ready to hitch it up, and it won't fit.
Where did we drive to get this?
What's the falls?
Chagrin Falls.
Chagrin Falls.
Chagrin Falls.
Okay.
Really lovely. Like it is a beautiful area. Like
Oh
it's-
yeah, the
it's
only thing
great.
that's ever going to kill Chagrin Falls is affluenza.
Yeah, I used to live 5 minutes in Bainbridge up there. That's where my ex-wife still lives. And they call it the Chagrin Falls bubble for a reason.
Yeah.
That is a bubble of interestingness.
They have one falls, one popcorn shop, and all the money.
All the money. You know what's fun about that place though? If you ever wanted to see the most pimped out GSA 1300s
It's
of
in
your
front of the
entire
popcorn
life,
shop.
Oh yeah.
it's in front of the Starbucks. Literally, not even like this isn't even a fucking like haha adventure.
No.
It's literally a Starbucks there, and on a Sunday morning at 8 a.m. because I used to drive by just to wave as I was actually going riding.
Yeah.
And they would all just be sitting there. And the best part is they would have about 17 boxes, 175 lights, every soft bag connected to any rack and rail that you could have. It looked like a fucking, I don't even know what you'd call it anymore, a boat. And then I'd come back later on that day at like 4:30, like, dead tired. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll grab a coffee. And a lot of those guys were still there, and you look at their bikes and they'd have like 2,000 miles on them, in total. And I'm just like, oh. I know Pete, you know those dudes. You've seen those, right? You've been.
I know.
those.
I know the crowd. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, it's a kind of a joke, and
It is, but it's true
world.
there.
Yeah,
Like
right. It's
those guys, because they can afford it. To them, a $50,000 GSA, that's like a fucking,
It's BMW motorcycle club level Starbucks Elite.
yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
No.
Black
you got to
card.
pay more for that.
So yeah,
the-
that's where you were.
Yeah, the BMW MOA black card.
Chagrin Falls.
Get out there, beautiful neighborhood, great thing. Get out there with the truck, and try to hook it up, won't fit, won't connect. Okay, what's going on here? Well, the hitch was the wrong size. This has got a 2 5/16, which I've never seen a Class 4 hitch. I've hauled cars with Class 2 with
With 2-inch balls.
2-inch ball.
Yeah.
You can carry a lot with a 2-inch ball.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
you can. Yes, you can.
But, went back out Monday. Everything was fine and brought it home. And finally post a picture. And you were like, oh, my God, that's adorable.
It is adorable. Look, any trailer that has one axle fits in a whole category because my 1969 Airstream was a single axle Globetrotter Wanderlot, like the full Globetrotter experience land yacht. But it was a single axle, but it was 21 feet, which back then they called the Widowmaker because it was too much trailer for one goddamn axle. And now they're going back into that with the modern safety suspension and tires and cool shit. But back in the old days, that was just what killed people.
Yeah.
It was just like you have a giant 21-foot canned ham behind you and a baked potato and it just flips over and so does everything. One flat tire, everything goes to shit real quick. But this thing is like the proportions on this are really nice.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It literally is the size of Dan's trailer. There it is. It's literally the size of Dan's trailer that you have behind the shop.
Oh yeah.
With 2 pop-out hybrid ends. And then the guy that had it before the guy I bought it took out the sofa and put in an entire kitchen counter. So as soon as Becky walked into it and she saw the countertop, she was like, sold. I don't need any more information about this thing.
It has more countertop than most fifth wheels I've looked at.
It does, and it really does, and it has that's the food prep assembly area.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's so smart.
It has four 110 outlets all the way around it, an entire countertop, and she's like, this is done. This is exactly what I want.
Perfect.
I didn't see, but does it have a stove with an oven?
It does.
Yeah.
And a microwave.
I used to love the oven in my RV. Like, let's just make some brownies or cookies or whatever. You know.
So what is that countertop? Is it granite?
No, it's a polymer plastic.
It looks Korean or Korean or whatever they call it.
Korean, I think.
No, Korean. Korean.
Oh.
Is it North Korean or South Korean?
Missy wants to see the countertop, so. We'll
Well, I
have to go
don't
get
have
it
an
later.
intake. Yeah. We'll send
I think
that.
it's Korean. I think it's Korean.
don't take it for granted.
But it's really funny. I walk through that thing and start touching everything, and it all feels like balsa wood.
It's a camper.
Yes.
I mean, it's a camper. It's supposed to, but like I feel like I'm going to break everything as I walk through it.
I don't feel like cottage cheese is really a cheese. It's just occurred to me.
Hey, look at the time. I gotta go.
Smith, you're fired.
The $10 Patreon members are getting these jokes. Yeah. Yeah, but it's really cool. I think it's a really super cool camper.
They're gonna want their
Now,
money back.
Here's the punchline for the people playing at home. What was the original MSRP on this delightful,
So-
adorable little camper?
So looking up the specs, it's about $26,000 brand new,
Yeah.
and it's 10 years old. It actually has 2 years left on the roof. Apparently has a 12-year warranty. $6,500.
Wow.
It's a $20,000 hit on over 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Which is,
I mean,
So it
It's
will cost
insane.
you $2,000 a year to own one of these. Your depreciation is $2,000 per year.
Yeah.
And it works out great because if you know Tom's livery, you'll know that he's not going to be towing this behind his element. Okay. So, but what I've been doing for the past couple of years, I've become addicted to camping and U-Hauls. So it works out great.
which is funny because so is Matt.
slightly more complicated version, but technically true.
Right. So my camping thing has always been like I used to sleep in my van and stuff. I'd have my van dressed up to sleep in, and I've always kind of been like, yeah, I'm gonna get a camper, but I got to get a toy hauler because I always got to drag bikes and shit with me. But a couple of years ago, I decided to just rent a U-Haul for the weekend for Mid-Ohio, load it full of fucking bikes, which we're gonna do anyway. Use the U-Haul to haul Dan's trailer down to Mid-Ohio, and then once everything gets out of the U-Haul, then that's my house for the whole weekend. And it's a pretty nice house. If you've ever been inside a U-Haul, you can stand up and dance and play basketball and do all kinds of cool shit in there. So I really enjoy doing that. So that's going to be an easy way for like band camp and stuff. I can rent the U-Haul. But Tom discovered something about U-Hauls and balls.
So if you rent anything over 15 foot, they actually have an extra receiver hitch spot in the back right above because they have a standard 2-inch ball. Well, sometimes you need an 1 7/8, and sometimes you need 2 5/16. So they have the receiver there. You just plug it in and lock it down.
So it's under 15 feet. The U-Haul comes with just a permanent ball mounted to the step, right? The step the back bumper step that you go into. But over 15 feet, they give you the ball that's there, but they also give you a class 4 receiver hitch. So then you go get one of those 3-ways or whatever it is you find to be in your world.
A 3-way, yeah.
A 3-way. And you put your 3-way in there and you get to choose your 1 7/8, your 2, or your 3, or your 2 5/16. And that's actually brilliant because when you think about like U-Haul, what I love about U-Haul is they're standardized. Like I like that the entire U-Haul ecosystem is a 2-inch ball. So even if I'm going to rent a car transporter in Maryland to get a car back from the dock, whether I get their little fun toy hauler type car transporter, their light duty car transporter, or their Oh Mama car transporter, they all operate on a 2-inch hitch system so that you can rent any U-Haul truck to pull any U-Haul trailer. It's pretty clever on their part that their ecosystem entirely functions on a 2-inch ball. But Tom also got the load distribution.
Oh, yeah.
Which I got with Dan's trailer. I got the load distribution on there. That shit is amazing.
Well, Becky looked it up. The price, the MSRP on that load distribution and load leveler, that whole system was like $800 brand new.
Yeah, it really is.
So to be fair, to be fair, the camper actually that brings the price of the camper down.
It does.
So 5.5 plus the load distribution system.
But even at 6.5 to get a fiberglass side camper,
Oh, I know.
like grand slam of a deal.
It's
man.
it's
like,
more
pretty solid.
It is.
it's more camper than I would have bought.
Because they're normally like Luan
Yeah.
with like vinyl graphics.
I mean, they'll do the aluminum, right? But which there's nothing wrong with that. But a fiberglass sided camper, like
bigger
a
money.
whole
And
series up in price.
Right.
point.
If you look at Coleman right now, they sell a camper that you're supposed to be able to tow with like normal vehicles and stuff.
I went and
it's
looked at 'em yesterday.
$13,000, and it's like it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's fucking like
I've
you
seen
look at it.
igloo coolers that are nice.
Yeah, you look at it and you're like, this is worth $1,200, like max. And
Well,
like it's insane how bad it was.
I was looking at the $9,000 brand new ones that are there's Coleman and there's I think it's Rockwood or something.
And there's
but they're
Cole, it's all Forest
$9,000.
River and Keystone.
It's just
I'm
you know
deep
it's,
in this right now. We're considering rearranging the motorhome.
It's
so
Okay.
it's literally a corrugated metal shed on two wheels with a pooper.
yes,
You want to see what I'm getting into?
What are you getting into,
Look up,
Sleepy?
look up Thayer Camper.
Huh?
The Air TAIR Camper. AIR Camper. It's for truck beds, and I'm pretty sure I'm getting one of these.
Tear? T-A-I-R?
Like the air, but
the
tear,
air.
but it's it's just if you put in inflatable camper. Oh no, it's dope as shit. Like you know how the stand-up paddle boards are hard as fuck. Like when you get them, like they're inflatable, but they only take 3 psi, but like they're stiff. This whole thing, it weighs. You can take it out, put it in yourself. It weighs like 100 pounds.
Okay.
And it sleeps up to 4 people. You can travel with it, go down the road with
Okay.
it. It is insane.
Oh, so you can actually drive with this thing.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
you drive
wow.
with it inflated.
Okay, well that's
Yeah, do you have
shocking.
it there?
I do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, that's fucking cool.
So it's like one of those old school 70s bed campers, except for that when you get home you deflate it and it fits into a 2x2 box in your garage.
So basically, we all have to thank the stand-up paddleboard community.
Yes, it's the same. So that whole thing is only 5 psi total.
Really?
Yep, in the whole thing.
How big's the bathroom?
That's why I have Tom.
You have your choice of
How big of a hole do
5-gallon
you want to cut in your brand new pickup truck bed?
5-gallon bucket.
Yeah, right. But I've been eyeballing it. When you see on the inside, they have a thing that goes across, and it makes like so you'd have like a pit down at the bottom. You can put all your shoes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then the other thing becomes like a bed that goes across the two of them. So then you have a full size bed in there, and somebody can sleep up on the top too, and it doesn't hurt your
Amazing.
thing.
Oh wow,
that's wild.
that is very cool. Yeah,
So I'm kind of digging that, and they're $2,800.
really.
Yep.
And that's pretty good in the realm of
Seems
truck
pretty
campers.
damn good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was thinking, so like to go to Mid-Ohio, right? Now you can take your trailer, all your bikes are on your trailer. I have a place to sleep, and it's boom, done, and you're pretty much good to go.
Yeah.
Like
That
no
sounds
setting up,
fantastic.
no anything. Yeah. So
That's really cool.
I found that, and I was kind of stoked on it. But I have not bought it.
I have only one big question: is like when it is not inflated, what does it look like? Because it looks like it has a floor inside of it.
No, it's a 2x2x3 box.
Okay.
So like it
All right.
folds, like it goes. No, all the floor, everything is all inflatable.
So
the whole thing is inflatable.
You could, in theory, put it in like the back seat of your truck.
Yeah, if you
still
go to
fill
the-
your bed full of stuff, and then set it up once you get to vintage.
You could
space.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, that's neat.
If you go to their website,
I pulled
it
a
shows
picture up
the inside
that shows
and
it
stuff. Yeah.
deflated.
Yeah, that's it deflated. Then you just roll like that flips on top of the other part.
That's half the size of an inflatable Irish pub. And half the price of an inflatable Irish pub.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's really cool. That's neat.
Yep.
That's a really great idea.
And so the guy's done 2 revisions now. So if you go to his actual website and stuff, he has all these things. So like the windows now, they have inserts that pop in that are there. So like you can camp in the winter. So
Get
like
outta
the
here.
windows are still
Really?
2-inch thick stuff, so it insulates it and keeps it like that. They have light strips now that go through that are
Okay.
sewn in and stuff. So you just plug a thing in and the lights are
Oh,
inside
wow.
of it. And then they have like little bed inserts and a step insert, like if you need
Dang.
steps and like it's
So they've
fucking
really,
genius.
yeah, they've really put their energy into it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
yeah.
Better
That's
living through
that's my like
technology.
on my vision board. I'm like, I want that.
That's fucking cool. That's a neat thing to be able to go like, yeah, okay. So historically, when I was a kid growing up, if you had a truck bed camper, that thing lived on 4 of the sketchiest poles you've ever seen in your life.
There's one
And
on
you'd always
Jake.
play underneath them too, right? As a kid, you'd be playing underneath those fuckers, dude, with the 1-inch Chinese-made fucking jack stand, basically.
Oh shit!
There's one over on Jaycox Road in North Ridgeville that's
Yeah.
like collapsed down, it like kneeled down over the winter.
It's kneeling down.
My brother had one that was just on 3 legs for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm like, when's that thing going to tip over?
I don't know what they make those legs out of, man, but it's something special.
When I was a little kid,
Chinesium.
my grandfather, just before he passed, he gave us his like 1965 Ford, F-100 Ranger pickup truck camper package, right?
Yeah.
And my cousin really wanted that, so my cousin got that, but we got the camper, and the camper was like circa 1961, whatever, truck camper. And it had those 4 legs on it, and we took it out to the property in Andover where we hunt for our deer camp. And we took it out to the deer camp, and we put the 4 legs down, and my dad goes about 350 pounds, or he did. So my dad stepped on the back stairs of said vintage camper, and when he stepped on the back stairs, the front of the camper went up in the air and the legs broke. Oh. And so this thing went to shit super fast. And so we were like, oh man, what are we going to do? So we called all of the other country people, and they all showed up with a picnic table. And they got a picnic table. And I swear to God, it says Metro Parks on it, because that's...
Well, the guy used a commercial one for this purpose.
Well, that's where...
It says property of Metro.
You're supposed to take those back when you're done.
That's where Pymatuming is, right? So Pymatuming is just a mile down the road, 2 miles down the road. So when this picnic table materialized, and everybody's like, genius, it's a really overbuilt picnic table, thanks to the Ohio Department of Public Parks and Rec, right? And these 8 guys grabbed this thing, and I was a little tyke at the time, but they grabbed it and they picked it up, which is like to me as a child, that was impossible. But like there were 2 Amish guys and 4 factory workers that were critical to this. And then the other 2 guys grabbed the picnic table and pulled it under. And for the next 20 years, that freaking camper lived on top of that picnic table. And it wasn't good living. Like, we're going out to deer camp for a week. Oh, whoa, man. And that was like, when we talk about shitting in a bucket, that would have been an upgrade to what we had going on with this thing. Yeah, deer camp. Basically, what I can tell you about that was there were 2 seasons, raccoons and hornets.
Oh, the one I would enjoy.
When I had my RV out at the compound, I mean, that's what it really became. I was just trying to keep the vermin out of it, and I ultimately just had to get rid of it because it started with mice and then chipmunks and then squirrels. I mean, that fucking squirrel went through like one wall and out the other. Like it was like a fucking alien, They're everywhere, man.
She swallowed the spider to eat the fly.
I don't know why. The final straw was when the raccoon ripped through the roof vent, came in, ate a can of jar of peanut butter, and then fucking shit in the passenger seat and fucking walked on out of there. And I'm like, fuck this. I'm done. It caught on fire because there was a fucking mouse nest on the motor, and I pulled what I thought was most of it out, but...
If you're just tuning in, you are at ClevelandMoto Camper Talk.
Oh my God! Look at me! Look in my eyes! I am the captain now.
Well, you avoided the pitfall of buying an RV because an RV is all the problems of a car or a truck and all the problems of a house. It is a motor home. Yeah. So buying a trailer, you at least avoid half of the bullshit.
Yeah, that's what we had this talk, and I was like, if you buy a Class A or a Class B or a Class C, what you're getting is the most problematic. And every Class A I've ever had the experience, like, which is only renting. As you're going down the road, you can feel the walls twisting. You can literally, you get a crosswind and you look in your rearview mirror and the angle of the rearview mirror changes because the entire box is twisting in a fucking crosswind, man.
Well, because most of them are also built exactly like he described this camper.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. My 88 RV was made out of 1x1. The whole thing was 1x1. And like, cause I had some, a little bit of rain damage, water damage. I started tearing the walls apart. I'm like, oh my God, this is
like pine
This is like the
1x1?
Cheapest paneling with fucking 1x1 pine.
Oh my God.
You know what?
The whole body of it.
They're all wallpaper on the inside.
Yeah.
That's structural wallpaper.
Yo, no, yeah. It was like the thinnest paneling with wallpaper on it, and that was a major part of the walls.
Structural. Oh my God.
The outside was just like, it was, it was fiberglass, but it was like the corrugated fiberglass, like, if you bought the cheapest roofing material you could buy. Like,
And here at the Cuyahoga County Fairgrounds this weekend, we're going to have figure eight RV racing.
Oh, I don't doubt
with
it.
trailers.
I can't wait to the Combine Derby again this year. Fuck yeah, that's so fun.
Yeah, so
every motorhome I've found on Marketplace has 49,000 miles on it.
Oh, yeah.
And roof damage.
And roof damage, guaranteed.
Well, I mean, anytime you try to go through a McDonald's or anything, I mean, like you've already fucked up if you even think you're going to.
Marshall chimes in. My dad has been trying to sell his Class A for like a year. Yes, our friend Aaron Dolezal, his dad, when his dad moved on, was tasked with selling his dad's like 35-foot Fleetwood whatever, right? And he's like, every time I walk in this thing, I have to walk on a different part of the floor because Aaron's not a little guy. And Aaron's like, every time I walk in there, I have to make sure my feet don't travel on the same spots because the soft spots will become holes.
We have to. I see him pretty much every day at work.
Yeah.
And we can't walk next to each other because our limps don't. They go inside and we bump all the way down the hall.
You guys have conflicting limps. If you try to walk down the hallway's not wide enough for your fucking limps.
I gotta maintain behind him so we can do the fucking pendulum like this.
Couldn't you just switch sides of each other? Like switch lanes?
Anybody walking towards you is like, this boat's going down.
Fuck you, I'm holding on to this wall. You hold on to that wall.
Oh, that's hilarious. Aaron is a big ginger.
He's awesome.
He's fantastic.
A good dude, man.
A very good dude. We love him very much. And which is funny because Adriana, his wife, had your motorcycle.
Yeah.
So your Triumph. That was the bike she had.
Yeah, he was telling me this stuff and everything. It was great.
Right now, I'm at like maybe little guy trailer would be about my speed, like just one bed on wheels. That's
In my warehouse right now, we have one of those 2016 replicas of the Shasta. Mm-hmm. So they made a handful of these for a few years. Winnebago brought back out like their Winnebago Chieftain looking thing in like 2019 or 2018. And it's a great looking camper. I mean, it looks like we want a camper to look from the olden days, but I've heard bad things. But this one that they bought is like, it says Shasta on the side, but that Shasta is just the name, I'm sure, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's so we put it in the warehouse because we had to put it in the warehouse because despite it being less than 10 years old, it was already showing all the signs of you don't keep this in your backyard.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Bill Mirar bought that. It was $100,000 and some motor coach, you know.
That short Class A.
If you've got $100,000 and some to build one, spend the extra $10,000 or $15,000 and build a structure to put it in because after like 5 years, it looked like shit sitting outside.
They don't age well.
Dave threw money at us.
Oh. Well, swatch it. $10.
Thank you.
Just a quick thank you for Phil on the info on the Beachline Ballroom. Yeah, he called the other day. He had a great time at the Jackie Venson concert.
Hey,
and he asked. He called up and he asked. He goes, "Hey, I'm just asking. Is there food available? Which at Beachland there is because you have the tavern there and everything else. The food is really good. And will there be chairs? Now, so I call the Beachland. I call that the Dick Dale rule. So if you're going to see Dick Dale or anybody older than Dick Dale, there will be chairs.
Do you know what I'm finding out? I'm a guy that might need a chair now after about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I went to a show at the Globe Iron, which is an awesome fucking venue down there in Cleveland. It's really good, man. But there's not even a fucking thing to lean on.
Oh,
like
that's
you are standing up.
You get there early and you get the table.
So, but for $100, they'll let you go up to the second floor where they have chairs.
Oh, they have a balcony.
Yeah, just for an extra 100 clams.
For an extra 100 clams.
100 clams.
You did pretty good when we saw Thievery, though.
Yeah, we did okay.
Yeah. We did okay.
It's tough.
Oh, wait. Hi, Sean. I was like, Tom sounds a lot like Sean.
Sean Noel is behind the bar.
Sean is back here. Hi, Sean.
Shawnee come lately.
God damn, he snuck up on me. I was like, I didn't take Tom. I love you, but I thought I went with, oh, fuck, it's Sean.
And about that, hey, Bill Carney, this is the proof that every dollar helps. Bill Carney signed in for $1 on Patreon.
Oh,
$1 a month. Fuck it. We love it. Thank you. That's great.
Speaking of money, what a great segue to this next little segment.
All right.
Hold on. I have to
Load
do
it, baby.
two things.
Fire it up.
Thing here. We're fucking there. Uh-oh. Wait, I'm lose. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. So we are at, check this out. Today, we're almost at $1,000, gentlemen.
$1,000.
$1,000.
So at this point, I'm saying I made a post today. I'm saying we're calling it off next Thursday.
Okay, yeah.
End of the thing. So
Right.
if anybody wants to donate to this, we're going to do it and see where we're at next Thursday.
We're
And then-
19% of the way.
Right, but what I'm
to
saying
an Irish
is,
pub.
But what we can do is next Thursday we'll see where we're at,
Yeah.
and then maybe we can just do some shopping and see what's available
See what's
for
around.
that price.
Right. Yeah. See what we can get for that price.
Yeah.
I mean, I was seeing them on AliExpress for maybe a little bit more than that, for $1,200 or $1,300.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't kicked in yet, so yeah. So that's a great news. Great news. So if you do want to
sorry,
get
I'm
in,
tapped out on my.
if
my
you
pub.
Tom is not spending anything else. Yeah, we get that. And if not, if it doesn't work out, there will still be the FEMA camp as we know it and love
Always.
it.
Right.
There will be the tribute to Summit Racing.
Right.
It would be nice if it happened before from band
camp.
camp. Yeah.
Well, band camp is sort of a test run for Mid-Ohio.
Yes.
What people don't realize is in our calendar that band camp has become like, I'm not sure if this is the right thing for Mid-Ohio. So you take it to band camp and you try it under the low stress environment of band camp.
Mid-Ohio
I
Light.
see what you're saying.
Yeah,
You're
it is
saying-
Mid-Ohio Light.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're saying testing equipment.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
for
right,
sure.
right, right.
No matter what you have.
Yeah.
If you're like, I think I'm going to ride this thing all weekend at Mid-Ohio, go to band camp first. Because band camp is a far more friendly environment. There's almost never a monsoon.
If
Well, I
something
did
falls
lose
off
a-
your bike, you would actually probably find it.
Oh, yeah. Just got to do another lap. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
It might be stuck in somebody else's tire.
Or if a person falls off your bike,
Right.
you'll find it.
Yeah.
Just do another lap.
Right.
Right. It's Mid-Ohio or it's band camp. We just go in circles. Yeah. We just go. And I don't know who figured it out 25 years ago, but the circle at band camp is anti-clockwise. And it has been anti-clockwise from day one. And occasionally we tried to run it clockwise just for fun to see what would happen. And what happens is it's really fucking scary because you're going way too fast through when it's starting at the barn and then going clockwise. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's skinnies on that side.
It gets super skinny over there when you're coming down the fastest back straight.
Yeah.
So the back straight, you're going 1,000,000 miles an hour, and you are going 1,000,000 miles an hour to a concrete cabin with no runoff.
But
There
you're
is
kind of
absolutely no
doing
runoff.
that this way though.
But
too.
if you're doing it the correct way, you're starting at the barn.
Right.
Well, you have to stop at the barn for each phase of the Mexicana 400.
Oh, yeah.
So you're only going 0 to 30 or 40
Oh, but
by
when
the
me
time you
and
get to
Dan
turn
and
one.
those guys are racing, we're 60 flat
Y'all
out. with
fucking savages. You're not playing by the rules of stopping
Okay,
at the
well,
barn
I
every
just-
time. Right. We only care about what happens during the actual competitive event.
Right. Which
What you
also-
guys are doing is freestyle.
Also, shout out to Dan.
Yeah.
I'm on the Buscadero with knobbies actually set up for fucking
he was
motocrossing stuff.
on your ass on
And
a
he was-
Bajaj.
yeah, like he was right there, 60 miles an hour, passing me on occasion on a fucking Bajaj with tires that came with the bike.
It was,
Yes,
dude.
This is how I got the red mist and ended up almost breaking my arm.
Yeah, band camp is special. There are special rules for band camp. It's good stuff. Yeah, very good. So yeah, test your shit out at band camp before you go to Mid-Ohio. Because if it survives band camp, it'll probably survive Mid-Ohio.
Hey, Moto Smith checking in.
Hey, Moto Smith. Yeah, Moto Smith. Man, it was great having you here, Miles. Had a blast on the podcast last week. We're looking forward to having you in the future, man. It was so much
That was
fun.
a really good. That was
It
a good
really
fun
was
time.
fun. We had a great time. Someone
Someone
was a
has
blast.
asked the question:
Yeah.
how in the hell
Mm-hmm.
Pete can shave down to baby smooth and within like a month look like Santa Claus again?
Dude can grow hair.
It's a curse, man.
That's what happens when you're a real adventure rider.
That's right.
You don't need stickers or Starbucks when your beard grows like
He's got
that.
the Hemingway marker on his jean stack.
He's got the, I woke up and it was 31 degrees in my tent fucking beard. That's what that is.
That's where you shiver hard enough you grow a beard.
So, yeah, I guess, Pete, we need a report.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, we had a good week. We did about 1,500 miles.
What was your start point?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, you did start at Cleveland, Ohio. All right.
So we went from here down to Ripley, Ohio, which
Ripley.
is just east of Cincinnati, right on the river.
Okay. All right.
It's actually kind of across the river from Maysville, Kentucky.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The-
Yeah,
the-
okay.
the
I got it.
Nearest sizable town. And then From there we worked our way all the way back up to Ashtabula over the course of 5 days. On about 80% of the route was gravel. I'm going to say 75 to 80%, and super dusty. Some of the gravel was like freshly laid from the spring, and it hadn't been like, packed down yet or something. Hadn't been rained on a lot, and it was just really dusty.
Yeah, so like to the uninitiated, you're like, okay, that's 300, 400 miles.
Yeah. By the way, if you want to
take it as the crow flies.
Well, for instance, from us to get from Cleveland down to Maysville was about 300 miles.
Mm-hmm.
To come back, it was about 1,200 miles.
Yeah.
So
wow.
We really.
I was like, okay, avoid highways. You can do that on Google Maps. Avoid paved surfaces. It won't let you do that on Google Maps. Yeah.
Well,
Google
Pete,
Maps is not
you
your
have some
answer for
news,
that.
don't you?
Yeah, the guy that developed the GOAT. So this ride we were on, the Great Ohio Adventure Trail, the GOAT. The guy, Brad McFadden, the guy that put this whole thing together, did all the laying it out, pre-riding it, altering it, adjusting it. He wants to come on the podcast next week.
Fantastic.
Sweet.
Oh, that's great.
We'll get him zoomed in. He can talk about it in more detail, and then I'll fill it in with like our personal experience from it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a great route. Brad's done a lot of good work getting it together, and we had a good time. We had good weather. We had 7 bikes on the ride. No incidents, no mechanical breakdowns. A couple scary moments, maybe coming into a gravel turn that was off camber with a little too much speed, but everybody managed to stay upright. No one ran into each other. No flat tires. It was a good ride.
When I saw John Reinhardt at the DGR, he had a look in his eye like he'd seen some shit.
Johnny it took him a while to get his sea legs. He kind of picked up the rear most of the time.
He had 1,000-meter stare on Sunday.
But Johnny rides the same way. Like when you run into him in an event, he's like just super chill and kind of got a smile on his face, doesn't say a lot, and that's how he was on the ride too. He was never like out of control, never like he wasn't leading the way, but he wasn't lagging behind either. And Johnny's a cool cat.
He is a super cool cat. He's an absolutely cool, and his wife is Lounge Kitty. So
and he was riding that KLR 650 too, the one they got from you,
the one I sold him. Yeah,
Yep, yeah.
And it's really funny because when I saw him on Sunday, I said, "How'd the bike do?" He goes, "Oh, the bike did great." He goes, Pete is a really, really fast rider. And I was like, really?
They call me Speedy Pete.
Yeah, and he goes, no, he's like really, really fast. He's like, and it doesn't seem to matter what you're driving on. And I said, really? And he goes, yeah. He goes, like normal people would slow down. He goes, but I don't know. And I was like, well, he's been doing it a really long time in a lot of different environments. He's got millions of miles under his ass, and a whole lot of it is on gravel. So, and he goes, yeah. I said, so are you ready for Colorado? And he goes, oh, I got some work to do for Colorado.
So I'll tell you the bikes we had on the trip too. So Johnny was on the KLR 650.
Right.
Did that have the bars on it?
It's got the full SWMO tech.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're a little beat up and re-welded at this point too.
Okay. Kevin would be happy.
Yeah, Kevin would be thrilled because they've definitely proved their worth
for sure
numerous times.
They made it onto a bike.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Johnny was on the KLR. I was on my BMW F800. We had a KTM 390.
Oh, okay.
We had a KTM 790. We had 2 KTM 890s. One of them was the rally model.
Yeah.
And one of them was the just a regular R. And then Dave Nolan was on his BMW HP2.
HP2.
The Super Enduro.
Yeah, right.
And he's like, Dave likes to go fast
I know.
off-road. Like if he gets in the front, it's like, good luck trying to keep up. But it's always, the fronts, we took turns like leading. And when you're in the front, you don't have any dust, obviously. So you're breaking trail. But you also have to kind of like hold yourself back a little for like blind corners and stuff. So
you do?
Yeah.
You do?
Actually, we did hit some opposing traffic a couple times.
Oh, you did?
A couple school buses, like in the middle of nowhere, and like the school bus drivers, they weren't like giving ground at all.
No, they weren't dipping 2 wheels on the grass.
No, not whatsoever. And a couple times tractors, and we ran into a couple graders back in the middle of nowhere that were like grading out the Forest Service roads and stuff.
Oh man.
Any dogs?
Yeah, I did run into a dog, literally. I felt bad about it. I shouldn't joke, but yeah, it was like the dog had a suicide mission, and
you helped him along to a better place.
Well, no, he got up and ran away. But
he did.
I don't think he'll be
So
chasing.
he's not living at the farm upstate.
That's the last motorcycle he chases.
Yeah, I think so. I think he probably learned his lesson.
What size dog?
It was about size and shape of a wiener. So it was like
wait. Was it legitimately? Was it a wiener dog?
It was a wiener.
Was it
dog.
dachshund?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Versus the F800.
Yeah. And both wheels.
And now we know the difference between a 19-inch wheel and a 21-inch wheel. It's a dachshund.
So he was a double speed bump.
That is correct.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, but he ran back to his trailer.
He limped.
He was exactly 4 inches longer.
It's a good thing he was already low to the ground.
Squished the meat right out of the tube.
I hate this conversation.
I felt bad about it. And Nolan was right behind me.
There was a thump up, and the dog looked like he had 2 tails.
Yeah.
Oh man. So Dave witnessed it?
Yeah, and he was like, Pete, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying not to get wrecked. Here,
Right.
Because we're on gravel. I wasn't gonna just
because the dog wants to commit suicide doesn't mean I want to.
Yeah. I have an agreement with animals, and this is from Seinfeld. It's like I'm like holding my line, and it's like I'm counting on them to go the other way.
Mm. And historically, too, for me,
they have dog-like reflexes.
And then when Pete was telling me the story outside, he's not bringing up the 4-year-old girl that was crying and running down this road afterwards.
Well, I mean, it's a dachshund.
You made my dog longer.
No, remember what was the dog with the slinky?
There's a dachshund. Yeah, from Toy Story.
Yeah.
Slinky.
Oh, that's what you were
Story.
saying. Okay.
The dog's name was
Slinky.
Slinky.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Right. You're on top of this.
I was monitoring shit.
The one time I tried
excuse.
to miss a deer, I crashed.
Well, that's it. That's why I hold my line. I'm not like swerving and then like gonna be at some weird angle and like hit some gushy animal and it's gonna put me on the ground. So I just hold my line and
After I crashed, I looked up and the fucking deer was still there, and I was like, if you're a fucking styrofoam yard deer, like if you're an archery target, I'm gonna be really pissed off. And so when I started moving, he was like, "Fuck you, gone," and he left. But then the deer that I was 100% certain I was gonna hit, and I was just like, okay, I dropped down onto the handlebars and I got as low as I could, and I was like, let's just try to make a hole in the deer, right? And I got down as low as I could. The deer jumped straight up in the air, like boink, and he jumped up, and I felt the deer hit my helmet.
Wow.
And so I felt the deer hit my helmet, and I swear to God, I could smell his balls. But he did a vertical exit, and I did go under him, and it was fucking scary, but I held my line. And on the other one, I didn't hold my line, and I crashed pretty hard.
Yeah, the guy I hit kind of did the same thing.
Yeah. We saw a lot of deer. I mean, like
he was on a bicycle, so it was fair game.
It's fair game.
We didn't really have any close calls with the deer, but we saw hundreds of deer.
It is Ohio this time of the year is all the fucking deer. Yeah, this is game on for the deer right now. So that's great, man. So this is for how many days? 5 days?
Yeah, we were down. It took us one day to get down there, which was Monday, and then we got back up to the lake on Saturday. So 2 minutes.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's great.
We overnighted in Ashland, Kentucky, then Nelsonville, Ohio, then Marietta, Ohio, and then New Philadelphia.
You overnighted in Ashland, Kentucky.
Yeah, it's right on the river. I mean, it's just on the other side of Ironton.
Ironton, yeah.
You can tell when you're in Ashland,
but I was like,
because it's all on fire.
No, but Ashland's not exactly, if you draw a straight line between those two places. So you went down to Ashland when you started?
So, no, we started over there in Ripley.
Yeah.
And then when you go north up through like the Shawnee Shawnee State Forest.
Yeah.
And then you go south again back to the river.
Back down to the river.
And that was a 200-mile day. But if you follow the river from Ripley right over to Ashland.
Did you cross over in Portsmouth?
Ironton.
Ironton, yeah.
Yeah, but if you followed the river right down there, it's probably only 50 miles to get from one to the other.
Yeah.
But we covered over 200 miles going from the way we did.
Yeah, definitely.
And then same thing from Ashland, we went up to Nelsonville, which was near Athens.
Yeah, that's where they have the Dark Star Jubilee next weekend, I think.
Okay.
Really?
It's like the
That's
Grateful
where
Dead
Dr.
fucking-
Waters was born.
Oh, really?
He was born in Athens,
Yeah,
Ohio.
I was thinking about heading down.
Tornado Town. Yeah, yeah. So it's.
I thought that was Xenia.
That's also Xenia.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's
Yeah,
where Gummo
absolutely.
was
Yeah.
supposedly
Gummo.
from. Fucking
Yeah.
bunny.
That's a deep, dark dive.
That is
right
a
there,
deep
man.
dive.
Holy
Yeah.
moly.
That is a deep dive. Absolutely. Well, that's cool.
But then from Athens, we went south again back to Marietta, which
Yeah, you are literally.
the southern part of the state, you are like just going north, south, north, south.
Zimbo kicked in and said, "I was wondering what happened to my dog, Pete."
Yeah,
Those flexi leashes are a bad idea. Yeah. Just give the dog like 20 feet. That's all they really want. If you give them an extra 30 or 40 feet,
Yep.
going to be right up under a BMW. You were leading the run when that happened, right?
I was.
Yeah, you were leading the run.
Yeah.
So how long did the little fucker chase you before you ran him over?
Well, he got a beat on me as we were going down this gravel road, as dogs are wont to do.
And it
it's
sounded like he
amazing.
led you just enough.
Well, dogs are really good at that, and they almost always go after the lead bike.
Yeah,
I know
I
if it's
know.
like an alpha thing.
Yeah.
And they'll get this beat on you, and they'll like start to head you off at the pass. And what I typically do is slow down,
Right.
and they'll adjust their
They'll adjust
vector
their
on you,
vector.
and then you just juice it, and you're able to outrun them.
Yeah,
and
right.
they'll kind of run parallel to you then, and then you just. But
And you
they
fuck right off.
and they almost never chase the second bike. It's
No.
just like they look at the first bike and
They concede failure on the first bike, and they just basically go hide their shame.
or they say I ran him off, which is maybe all their.
Which is also mission statement.
Yeah, I don't know what dogs think, but it's pretty consistent. But this guy, he's like, "Fuck you! I'm on a kamikaze run here." And I was like, "Okay, we'll get some." And
Did you find a little note?
no.
Goodbye, cruel world. There's sausages in heaven.
There was probably some kid down in a well, and he was trying to get help, and you just dashed the last hope. Little Timmy is still down in that well.
All dogs go to heaven, but that dog went to the intensive
And
care.
here's the funny thing, though. We just talked about Timmy, and nobody give a fuck about him, but the
Right.
dog, people
Oh,
are crying
believe me,
about.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
We're gonna get
including
notes.
me.
We're gonna have notes. Yeah.
it was one of these
fucking
neighborhoods
bastards.
too, where this dog was. It was one of these. I wouldn't even call it a neighborhood, but an enclave.
Okay,
Where you're
yeah.
going down this gravel road, and you feel like you're driving up someone's driveway.
Okay.
But it's a legitimate road, and then there's like garbage piled up against the road on both sides.
Oh.
And then like a trailer that just like the tornado dropped it down right there, and then they have just like pallets for a front porch and
We've been to Marietta. It's fine.
yeah. This made Marietta look like Manhattan. I mean,
Oh man.
My brother Mark had a friend who lived in one of those slide-in truck campers
Yeah.
in a hollow in Pennsylvania.
Down in the holler.
that was Phil.
And I mean, this guy-
holler's the way
Was
to
it
say
sitting on a picnic table?
It was like it was sitting on the legs with no pickup truck under it, and like he lived there for 3 years in that fucking thing. Like
Saved up
We'd go-
$100 grand.
Only 3. Wow, did he move up in the world?
like through the winter. Deemer lived in. I'm like, wow.
The guy with the
You know why
docs-
he lived there?
Huh.
Because right across the road was the six-pack shop.
Oh.
So he would live most of the day there and go back and sleep in the
They
truck.
found the dog. He's okay.
Yeah, look at
He's
that.
okay.
Yeah.
He's fine. He's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he's okay. He's now far more motorcycle savvy. He's got himself a Softail. Things will be fine.
I was going to say maybe about a Sportster. Or something. Like that. 883.
Dude, you know how they say like dogs look like their owners?
Yeah.
I can see that owner. Like, and he's got the fucking chains holding his vest together in the front of it. That's all I'm saying.
That's just gonna let you know. That's how you know he's cool. Yeah, yeah. So, but you really have to watch because apparently though a dog can get patched in, and then you can't even pass him on the freeway.
Oh no!
So little biker dog. He's got
That's
his
a cute little.
He's got
fucker,
his
though.
little cut on right there. Yep, that's it.
That is adorable.
Yeah, it's
Dude, my
adorable.
dog could wear an actual cut.
Right.
Counterfeit wiener,
She's
counterfeit
200
wiener
pounds
pills.
I was gonna say, not even a little one.
Yeah.
It might need the extending chains for your dog's
That's
cut.
right.
That's it. Yeah, for real.
I've been getting
We
her
gotta
back
patch
on
in,
walks.
we gotta patch in your raccoon.
It was a long winter. It was a long winter. She's gonna lose some weight.
She's got to work on some of that winter weight.
Dude, this supposed my tanuki, not a raccoon. Those are illegal. This is a tanuki.
Raccoons
Thank you
are
very
illegal in
much.
the state of Ohio, but you can own as many tanuki as
That's
you
right.
goddamn please.
So I can say that the tanuki has hit ultimate comfort. I came in today and it looked like my old roommate in college when they're drunk. She was laying on her back with her arms and legs out. There were crumbs all over her stomach. And I'm like,
You sent me that picture. I'm like, it looks like she's starting to get comfortable with you guys.
like at one point, she reached down and scratched her balls.
Snacks. I require more snacks.
Yeah,
She reached down and
that
scratched
was
her
the
ball.
I'm gonna
you caught
The world
I was,
according to
I was
Garb.
hoping somebody did.
I'm gonna remind you that I'm blind and I can't find my way to the snacks.
Yeah.
Bring me more snacks.
Yeah.
Fucking fantastic, man. That's cool. Nothing wrong
I
with
have
that.
an unhealthy relationship with my friend. I love that fucking thing so much, dude.
Right.
Oh my god,
It's okay.
ridiculous.
It's all right.
I've been out to your house like 3 times, and you're never like, I've never
She
seen
gets
it as an
nervous.
adult.
I will bring her out, but she
Yeah.
gets nervous because she can't see. So
Right.
like, you know, it's
Right.
it's yeah.
So it's like unfamiliar.
Maybe she'll
Right.
still remember me.
That's true. Oh, that's
The
right.
big schlub who was crying over a poor little baby blind
That's
raccoon.
Unfamiliar giant people with big heavy feet scare animals that are blind, right? Yeah. Yeah, that is fucking hilarious.
She can smell my compassion.
Oh yeah.
Or your balls.
She can smell the consent.
Hey, there's a throwback.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
bring her a can of sardines.
if we're gonna go there, I could,
Warm up
there's a joke I had kind of waiting.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, lay it on us, funny man.
Well, so there's a new whorehouse in town and it's all paraplegic hookers. Place is literally crawling with pussy.
Oh. Yeah, you met the new Latina at the titty bar, right?
No, I haven't.
Her name's Consuelo.
Oh,
Yeah.
she just.
Yeah.
You guys are horrible.
So we have the numbers from MIC. The 2025 numbers are officially all in. In this industry, you have to be careful because when you're talking to the distributors, aka the people that are importing the bikes you're trying to sell, they're always going to tell you when they have you by the short and curlies, I mean, in a dealer meeting, that that sales are better than ever. And that's why your numbers are 15% higher than they were last year. Now, anybody who's ever done business knows your numbers can't be 15% higher than they were last year for 20 years in a row, or, well, you'd be God, right? Because that's the way algorithms work. Now, I have had 20 plus years of this particular manufacturer telling me, well, your numbers are only 5% higher than they were last year. And I was like, well, but the market isn't. Well, so the numbers should reflect the market. And so if the market's 10% lower, then my numbers should be 10% lower. And they said, we will never lower anyone's numbers. Your numbers will always be higher than the year before because you expect your company to grow, don't you? And I said, no, I expect my company to fucking survive, pal. And if you're fighting against me in that effort, I've got no goddamn room for you on this boat. We're all getting the water out of the boat. Your cocksucking ass is putting it back in. All right? So here's where we are. In case anyone tried to lie to you, the numbers are here. I put a link in the notes. Revzilla Common Tread did a really decent story about this. But here's the biggest thing. In our world, giant sad trombone noise. 2024, we did 15,000 scooters in these United States of America. And in 2025, we only did 11,000 scooters in this United States of America, a 30% negative delta. 30%, my friends. That is a very large loss. Losing 30% of something. For folks that don't know about what 30% is, if you lost 30% of your blood, you don't live anymore. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Exactly. You don't want to lose 30% of your left arm. That would be bad, right? So losing 30% of the entire national market of a thing. Go ahead.
I can put a positive spin on it.
Please do.
If you got divorced and you only lost 30%,
Not a bad
you
day.
did pretty well.
Yeah, pretty good. That's all right. Yeah, I approve of that. Okay, now on to a different market, dual sport. Now, dual sport's funny because dual sport, different organizations kind of look at dual sport different ways. When it benefits them for insurance purposes for the KLR 650 to be a street bike, sometimes it shows up on street bike lists. And when it benefits for them for it to be a dual sport, sometimes it shows up on dual sport lists. The KLR 650, the KLX 300, they magically sometimes migrate to what list they're on. But dual sports did drop about 8,000 bikes last year, a 10% loss in the market. So that's not good. That's pretty fucking bad.
Did they lose that to the adventure bike market?
I'm glad you asked, because adventure bike is not a category. That's interesting.
You know where I noticed some of the similar
Yep.
inability to classify things is like if you go shopping for parts on certain websites, and they'll want you to say street bike, dirt bike, and some of the dual sports and adventure bikes sometimes are under dirt bikes and sometimes they're under street bikes.
Right. The categories are as follows: on highway, that's the big category. On highway is 292,000 bikes sold in 2024 and a loss of 20,000 bikes for 2025. Go ahead, Chris.
292,000
292,000 motorcycles
worldwide?
United States.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is the biggest category. That's called on highway. Scooter on highway dual sport off-road. That's a grand total of 526,000 bikes were sold here in the United States, just over 500,000 in 2024. In 2025, that number dropped by a cool 40,000. Okay, a drop of 7.6%. Now, these numbers represent a lot of things. These numbers are mostly, and keep in mind, these are 2025. Things have gotten way fucking worse since January 1 in my industry, in my job, in my place of business. Our numbers from January 1, what we call the first quarter, January 1 to the end of March, are way fucking worse than they were last year, the year before that, right? They're pretty bad. Honestly, they're the worst we've seen since 2010 when the giant economic collapse happened. And what's funny is we have this crazy $4.65 or $4.75 gas prices.
I was about to ask about
which
that.
The last time we had this, we sold 400 bikes because we had a big banner out front that said 100 miles per gallon. And now all the people that are hurt the most by the 100 miles per gallon have no money left over to even buy the poverty grade scooter, which would help them. But keep in mind, you have to have the money to buy the thing that's going to help you. Has anyone pulled up to a gas pump recently and not been able to fill their tank because the fucking pump shut off at $125?
Dude, it cost me $30 a day to go to work and back.
Yeah, great example. I pulled up in a Ford F-150 and I was only able to purchase 3/4 of a tank of 87 octane with the Giant Eagle perks. So even buying it in the cheapest fucking way possible, they won't let me procure a full tank of gas without hitting the $125 limit. So yeah, it's really fucking expensive out there right now to commute back and forth to work if you live more than 10 minutes away. It's really, really expensive.
Well, and also Ohio's being stupid because it's been raining like a fucking I can't even ride a motorcycle because it's not even like, oh, I'm gonna get slightly wet. It's like it's pouring the whole fucking morning.
Right, and that's absolutely true. We've had some pretty weird weather here, but it is May in Ohio.
Yeah.
Case in point, it was like 90 2 days ago, and today it's like barely got 60.
Yeah, and that is a great, for DGR, it was 90 degrees and we're all sweating balls
Yeah,
wearing
it was direct sunlight, 90 degrees, no cloud cover.
wool and tweed and wool. Dan Kromke was wearing 4 layers of polyester.
Oh, yeah.
When I saw Dan at Flat Out Garage, Dan walked up and he was just shimmering. He was reflective. Were you wearing an actual disco ball?
Yeah, close. I mean, that suit is fully embedded with glitter. My hand grips now are permanently glittered.
One trip to the strip club.
I think there's some stuck in the seat.
So yeah, you
the
were
herpes of craft apparel.
4 layers of shiny. It's tough. So just kind of throwing it out there, I did throw up another graphic if you want to throw this up real quick. So this is the information that one of my distributors gave me. Okay. And this is also supposedly coming from the MIC. What I do want you to look at is the year over year for each of these companies. And it's pretty crazy what the numbers are. I don't want to go so super deep in the weeds, but the scooter category, which affects us, if you're Honda right now, you are down 47.7% in the scooter category. So Honda had a very, very, very bad, month over month and year over year. So Honda went from, selling about 993 scooters last year to selling only 519 scooters.
Does that count as just the Metropolitan then?
It counts as the Ruckus, the Metropolitan, or whatever they happen to have in their dealerships
Navi.
This year.
Dax.
Navi, right, exactly. I think the Navi, though, doesn't count as a scooter. I think they count it as a motorbike, a non-highway. Yeah. So whatever the case, though, that's a massive cut. That is a huge, huge, huge cut in numbers. Big time cut in numbers. Terrifying to a lot of people. Suzuki Bergman's apparently, you can walk in and just get one of those because their numbers are also down. Last year, they only sold 58 of them nationwide. Wow. So that is a very fucking low number.
A little over 1 per state.
Yeah, it really is. It's
that's impossible.
Okay, Ohio, here's your Bergman.
I've been accosted by 48 Bergman owners in one location before.
Yeah, and
That was the national meet.
Oh,
BMW went from 76 to 26. So they've lost 2/3 of their scooter sales. Now, I don't know what BMW has left in the way of scooters to sell. Probably the C400 and then the electric, right? Those are 2 scooters they're selling. But in any case, they're down to 26 of them per year. Not in Ohio, in the United States of America.
they're still trying to dump a few of the roofed ones.
Yeah, that Diamo was a really tough thing to be around. So it is interesting when you see stuff like that. And even when you look at the only number I found that actually went up was Yamaha. And Yamaha apparently sells scooters.
Wow.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
It's got to just be the one.
The
Vino?
VMAX or V.
Not the Vino. The Zuma.
Don't they have a big one? They have a Yamaha something, don't they?
Do they?
No.
I think that T-Max is gone.
Huh.
Yeah. But in any case, for the record, Yamaha went from 366 of whatever it is they sell to 474, an increase of 108 and 30%. So well done, Yamaha. You are proving that you can kick much ass.
So,
yeah.
What do you think that compares to like the other countries? Like, is it?
We can't even begin. Like the United States of America has got such a scooter blind spot. It's unforgivable.
Right.
It is. We are the land of the F-150 and the Softail.
Right.
We are so far from that.
That's why
ridiculous.
nothing that we actually want ever is considered because there's no reason to consider us.
It's not even a rounding error.
In the entire country of America, we went from 2,250 sold scooters to 1,743. Like that is a 23% drop in that scooter segment.
Total. So like you were responsible for
I'm like single-handedly responsible for 10% of the U.S. scooter sales. That is absolutely true.
I'm serious.
Oh no, I get the numbers.
Yeah,
I get the numbers. I know where I am in United States ranking.
That's fucking awesome.
It is, isn't it crazy?
Yeah.
So there's a gap. Like when you look at Piaggio dealers in America, the top 10 Piaggio dealers are 92% of the sales, and then the other 50 below it all add up to 8% of the sales or 10% of the sales. There are so many dealers that are like, we're a Vespa Piaggio dealer. Great. How many did you sell last year? 3. What's your annual order program? 5 because they hate me.
Yeah.
It's like, we sold 3 and you're making me take 5. I'm like, yeah, big problems, asshole. Right? That's it. Yeah, let me
And he's
cry.
like, we're negative 1% though on our margins.
They made us take a donkey last year. It's a 946 donkey.
So anybody right now at this table, give me a thumbs up. Royal Enfield, up or down? Chris Smith says up. Pete says down. Anyone else?
I say
up. All right.
How much?
Dan down. Anyone else? Up.
Leveled.
Which
I
one? Are we
thought-
talking Royal, like the GT 650?
Royal fucking Enfield,
but-
motherfucker.
Which
Up.
bike?
They're going to be
I
up.
don't, no. I said Royal Enfield.
Up.
Okay.
The company.
You've known me a long time.
Yeah.
When I ask
I
for
thought you were asking for
specificity,
my opinion.
when I ask for specificity,
Yeah.
I will give you.
Okay.
When I ask for a broad statement like Royal Enfield,
Oh, in general. Okay.
I'm pretty
sold
good
more-
about
They
that.
sold more bikes.
Okay. They did not sell more.
Oh,
Yeah, and I'd like to represent. This is part of this. This is part of the sociology training today. Today's sociology experiment. Royal Enfield went and took a giant shit. Royal Enfield has lost 20%. It went from 1,438 sales in 2025 to 1,170. They lost 259. That's 18%. Now, here's why I say sociology experiment. When we say Royal Enfield, the first thing that comes to mind is affordable.
well, the first thing that came to my mind was the Himalaya, and I thought they were selling quite a few of those.
And their market reports and the bullshit they tell the dealers and the bullshit that gets printed in, Cycle World magazine or whatever, might lead you to believe that. Because anytime you talk to a marketing puke, anytime you talk to the president or the CEO or whatever, they're going to say, we've had our best year ever.
Did you say the total number was 1,100? Ooh.
So, yeah.
And I was
So-
right. Yamaha has the X-Max 300. Thank you very
If you
much.
see
do.
a Royal Enfield, it's a rare bird.
So Royal Enfield went from 1,438 bikes. They dropped 259 bikes. Now we're talking about in this, the current year's sales. Okay. What I'm going to tell you is I think what that represents is the people in the United States that were buying Royal Enfields in 2022, 23, and 24, and in 25, don't have any more money to spend.
Well, the article that you had sent, that they compared America to Spain, and Spain went through a similar situation as we did back in 2000, whatever, the big financial crisis of like 2007. So, but then they've fully rebounded, and we really never have. We went from 1 million to 500,000 bikes sold per year pretty quickly, and it's never come back.
Never come back.
But it's a culture, like what they said in the article was that, they don't look at them as just, a recreational vehicle. They use them for, commuting and stuff like that. Probably a little better weather. I mean, I think Spain would be
much better.
It's kind of hard to play that here in Cleveland half the year. But then there's also a lot more, events and stuff like that for motorcycles and protection for motorcycles, and they are fully integrated into their transportation system in their society.
Hell yes, absolutely.
Unlike here, where you're you're kind of it's you versus everybody else on a
Well, Americans are used to driving big ass Lincoln Continentals and F350 King Dualies, and now when gas is $17 a gallon, they're like, "Oh fuck, what do I do? I can't downsize to anything that small."
Well, Ram just came out with their new badass Hellcat V8, a new Hemi
770 horsepower.
Yeah, when gas is $5 a gallon, they're still going full ahead with
full on.
Gas.
And we would have
guzzler.
thought for sure this would be the great opportunity to bring back the Dodge Ram Mighty Max, the Mitsubishi that rules them all, like the world's greatest ever pickup truck,
Why don't they have the Dakota? I think.
Right.
I mean, bring back the Dakota.
or something smaller. Right. All we want is a bed.
They always claim that those won't sell. Every time you ask a big manufacturer,
Right.
why don't you have a smaller truck? They always say,
Yeah.
they
Dude,
won't
which
sell.
is crazy because my truck, like the Colorado and that size,
Yeah.
people, dude, they can't keep them
They
in stock.
didn't sell any Tacomas before 2000. Phil says farcically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Completely
Tacoma, right.
facetiously. Right. Yeah. Tacoma basically took Dodge, Ford, and Chevy's lunch from them.
The
Right, that's why
manufacturers,
my
for how
truck
many
looks
years?
exactly like a Tacoma.
the manufacturers don't want a truck that's under $50,000.
They don't.
Period.
Right. And they also, we know that we have a 6,000 GWBR tax loophole in our country that says whatever we're going to be putting out to the people had damn well better have a 6,000 pound gross vehicle weight rating so that all of these businesses can amortize it in the first year of their taxes.
Is that really a big deal, though? I mean, even a small pickup truck could have
the last 3 that I bought is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
for a
me,
business owner, but what
right.
about for us that just want a truck?
Well, I just mean, is it really a big deal to build an affordable pickup truck that has a 6,000 gross?
Oh, no,
vehicle?
the shittiest Dodge Ram.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shittiest Dodge Ram, like the poverty class 2-door.
Hofford's always talking about how that high ace dump truck is like a 3/4 ton.
Yeah, right. I mean, yeah, you can make small vehicles that have crazy. I mean, that we were joking. I just conjured up, 3/4 ton pickup trucks. Oh, 3/4 ton pickup trucks. Well, the Mitsubishi Mighty Max, way back in year of our Lord 1986. Was an 8-foot bed and had a 1-ton capacity.
I mean, it's a 4-cylinder motor, but it's got springs the size of Godzilla.
It does. It really fucking does, man.
So,
you can't hurt it.
What fuel economy does your truck get?
My best is 25, but generally about 20.
So not much better than a full-size truck.
Mo, mine, I'm getting 20, but I drive it like my foot's connected to my fucking wallet.
Right.
So
Augie had that turbo 4-cylinder in his Silverado, and he was getting like. He said 30 miles an hour.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, no,
I'm not getting that.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
No, the only thing that gets that is small turbo diesels, which we've entirely killed in this country.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Not at $9 or $8.50 a gallon or whatever.
Something,
so interesting stuff.
Something else.
Speaking
to keep
of,
in mind. Oh,
go ahead, fire away.
For the last couple years, at least, most of the major manufacturers have been using the profits from the pickup trucks to subsidize their electric projects that are now also kind of failing.
Yeah, they've taken away every incentive you could ever fucking want for owning an electric vehicle in the United States of America. I mean, back when there was a little subsidy there, or maybe some rebate money, or maybe a little, hey, I'll give you $5,000 off or $10,000 off if you buy an American-made electrical thing. And now they're like, fuck that.
But, if it doesn't work without subsidies, then it doesn't really work, right? I mean, if you have to, the industry's off the ground. You should be able. And why wouldn't an EV be cheaper to build than an internal combustion engine?
They are cheaper. They're exponentially cheaper to build.
And they're simpler, less moving parts.
Number of moving parts in the motive power system, 3.
Yeah, so why should they be any more expensive than anything else?
They should be cheaper than everything else.
Yeah, I
Right.
think.
I mean, everybody's been hot about the Jeff Bezos. What was
the
that?
slate?
The slate.
That's going to be the test. That's going to be the.
If he,
the
can
yardstick.
you come out with a composite vehicle that's $20,000 and can be reconfigured into whatever you want it to be, either a pickup truck or an SUV? It can be 2-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, depending on what you want to spec out. And yeah,
I agree. I think that there's a lot of room for that.
You order it on Amazon on your Amazon Prime card, and it arrives in a giant box.
That's fucking hilarious.
Actually,
with an Allen wrench,
or it just drives itself right to your house.
If they did that, but they included the Tamiya wrench,
yes,
fucking like a big Tamiya
Absolutely.
wrench,
Hell yeah.
I'd have to have one.
All over that.
Yeah,
all over that. I mean, the idea, the skateboard chassis idea that we've all been punting around for the past 20 fucking years, it's really. The Rivian, I think, was the closest to it that we ever got.
Well, they use it. They have it for movies.
Mm-hmm.
So for all the stunt cars and stuff, they have the skateboard chassis that they can stretch or do for just a body shell for anything.
It's super smart.
Yeah, it's been around.
Right.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Just don't crash it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Ford came closest with the Maverick pickup truck, which I mean, I've always said take a Honda Civic drivetrain and just have a pickup truck.
Maverick
Oh,
hybrid.
called the Ridgeline?
Well, no, I mean the Ridgeline's still a V6
Or
and
the
everything.
Ute.
I'm just saying a little shitbag, 4-cylinder front wheel drive pickup truck
Subaru Baja.
with a 6-foot or an 8-foot bed, and put an airbag system on it and say it can have 6,000.
Oh yeah,
GVW.
right, absolutely.
So Ford, I forget if it's 27 or 2028. They're coming out with another low cost pickup that's going to be a direct competitor to the Slate. The problem for Slate is it looks like it's going to be a quad cab.
Right, I agree.
So right off the bat, if they're even close in price, the Slate's going to lose out.
Throw this up there, Sleepy. It's a 2026.
That's never coming here. Everybody's been talking about, that's going to come to America. It's going to be $20,000. No fucking way.
Oscar and I are going to go on a lover's date down to Tijuana and get one of these as soon as, because they're in the Philippines right now. They exist. They're on the planet. You can go buy them. And you can literally own that truck for $13,000.
You'll get assassinated by the big car companies.
Well,
They will not let you have that.
That's why we have to go. Once they become Mexico legal,
You'll turn up missing.
nah.
Bring one of those in this country.
Oscar and I are just going to go down a little friendly moon. We're going to go buy one of those and drive it home.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. I'm like, that is the only thing that I would be like.
But
it
are
makes
they even
perfect
going to be
sense.
20,000 in Mexico?
I don't know. We have seriously no way of knowing.
That's why everybody had a hard on for those.
Yeah, well, they had a hard on for it
it's going to be $20,000.
Right. Can you get that plated in the U.S.?
Nope.
No, but you can buy a warehouse on the other side of the border, fill it full of them, wait 25 years to import them.
Dealer plates. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm not like, come on, man. There's a reason. There's.
What are you new?
What are you new? Have you seen the shit I drive? My fucking license plates have Velcro on the back of them. Like the whole idea is, if a cop pulls me over and I can remember what plate is on the back of my particular vehicle, that's a great day out. I mean, that is a great day out. Usually I'll have to walk around to the back of the vehicle, snatch the plate off, look at the back of it and go, okay, yeah. Oh, so this one's a 64 Lambretta. Right? Yeah. Got a lot of wheels for a Lambretta. I don't know. That's what it is. Yes, they are. This is one of those things is like, yeah, are we allowed to have it? Well, fuck no, we're not allowed to have it. Why would they let us have something this cool?
But you know what? You know what's kind of cool
Yeah.
about Ohio is like when you have a plate on a bike.
Yeah.
Say you only have it for a couple of years. That shit sits on your fucking record, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I got pulled over just recently on the green bike with the just to see if the plate was good because it was historical. And
Yeah.
it's not. It's like 4 years from being historical.
Right.
But I was like, oh, officer, I have a bunch of bikes. I must have put the wrong plate. So he pulled me up and he's like, holy shit. Because I think it's up to 10 years. So it had like 40 bikes on there.
Oh, yeah, me
Not
too.
that I own 40
Right.
bikes right now, but just because I've gone through them.
Pull me up.
And so he was just like, okay, I understand why you're confused. Make sure you get the right plate
Yeah,
on.
I have
I'm like,
27
no problem.
historical plates.
Exactly.
Shit I haven't owned for 20 years is still on the books.
Yeah.
Because the person I sold it to was like, okay,
Yeah.
I'll drive around on that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, the idea of, this fucking, aircraft carrier built by Toyota, that's relevant to my needs.
Yeah, that thing's dope.
Yeah.
Did they say how long that bed is?
It's 8+. You can do 8 foot or 10 foot or a 6 foot. Yeah. And you can do the regular cab or a double cab. Yeah. So it's fine. And you can do 2 motors, a diesel or a gas.
It's gorgeous looking.
It does. It looks like you fucking crashed.
That is so functional.
Yeah.
You
It looks.
you could get some 1x1s to build a camper on the back.
Yes. Yes.
1x1s and some heavy duty tinfoil.
You know what? You don't. You just get a fucking 12-foot shipping container and you put it right on the back.
You just put a
You're
camper
done.
on the back.
You
of it.
put a 12-foot shipping container on the back and you're done.
It takes professional comedians like years to be
Oh,
able
you
to
could-
develop their set so they can bring something back from the start.
Right.
And
Can't
nail
you
it.
just
Pete
fold down
just
the si-
fucking drops and
Yeah.
right back to RVs.
Just fold down the sides and take the wheels off a pop-up and strap it to it.
There you go, Sleepy.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's what's happening in the Philippines right now.
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's
There's the highlights
inflatable,
channel.
by the way.
It's inflatable. No, you turn it upside down. It's a boat.
Wow,
Right?
they've got a deal for the next James Bond movie.
My favorite thing is
I
that
mean,
it's
if we're going to talk about pickup trucks,
called the Carry Boy.
I've wanted Kia to come out with a nice
Right.
pickup truck. Well, they've come out with the Tasman.
Yeah, Tasman.
It is the fucking ugliest thing you've ever seen. I mean, if you think this is ugly,
Right.
it's even more ugly.
I love that. I would fucking drive that all day long.
You're ugly.
I know. I've never contested that.
I want one of those Honda Bulldogs I can drag around with that.
Yes, the
too.
Bulldog would be the only way.
Kia Tasman.
The Kia Tasman is the only thing I've ever seen where the Rivian was like, shit, we thought we had the corner on ugly. And then the Kia Tasman came out and it was straight up. It's like it just wins the ugly Olympics.
Who looked at this and
I
said, this
fucking-
is exactly what we want?
Me.
Honda.
Really?
I mean, yes.
Honda.
Really?
I'm into ugly right now, dude. I'm doing my ugly bike collection.
This thing
I
is
fucking am in.
fugly.
I don't think it's the most upsetting vehicle I've ever looked
I don't
at.
either.
But it's like the LaCroix of Jeeps, though. Like, you can tell that it was vaguely parked, like in a state adjacent
That's
to
doing
a Jeep.
LaCroix a disservice.
You know,
Look, if those covers
We
above
have
the
a
wheel
Tacoma
wells.
at home.
They borrowed those from an old Honda Element.
Yes,
Yeah.
the wheel.
There are so many renderings of what this could have looked like that look fantastic.
They're looking fantastic.
You
the
know,
fact that you can't push a button and those things aren't built to Kevlar and they don't come down and cover the wheel arches.
So what those actually are
Okay,
is
if they were Moto
those
Guzzi,
are
they would pop out further.
they're
like when
storage
you hit
boxes. You can actually get inside those,
Yeah.
which is great, but
Yeah.
somehow integrate it better.
Dodge did that.
Fuck
They
that. I
all
love
leaked.
it.
Hey, can you remember which one of the 14 boxes on this thing I put my flares in? Nope, can't. You open up the door and there's a map to where all the boxes, where the shit is.
The legend.
The legend, exactly. Yeah, it's a fucking ugly vehicle. I'm glad they found a perfect color for it because they really did.
Holy
that's
shit.
the perfect color.
Chat's going crazy.
Chat's going nuts.
Because they said that there's two new small pickup trucks from Dodge.
Okay.
Jeep announced a new 2-door pickup Wrangler today.
A Cherokee?
Yeah.
I want a Commando.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
want a Commando.
Yeah.
Wow.
What, they're just
So,
doing
like,
a two-door
today-
version of the
today is,
Gladiator?
like, the
Boy, do I have a
drop. I don't
surprise
know.
for you.
Dude, I read one comment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do some Googles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The Jeep Commando, historically speaking,
That's I've always wanted one.
right. That's one of those ones where you're just kind of like, this just makes perfect fucking sense.
I want.
Yeah. The Jeep Commando, it just makes perfect fucking sense. And if you want to go topless, just leave it in your garage. Yeah. It's perfect.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's a great little car.
That's like the VW thing, but better.
I love the fact that it has.
Those with a lift kit and
Yeah.
and tires and
I just think it's great that it has hubcaps with a giant hole cut out for the front diff
And
for
the
the front lockers.
The little 3/4-inch white walls.
3/4 inch white walls is perfect. It is exactly it.
Or
Yeah.
you could use it to the bottom of an upside down cake. The little cone
Oh,
will
yeah,
fit through
perfect.
it at that point.
Absolutely
and the name
gorgeous.
It's a fucking Commando.
It's a Commander.
Commando.
Yeah, Commando. That's the Commando. Yeah. Yep. Awesome.
That's
Super
John's
cool.
Tell people you're
philosophy.
going Commando.
Just build me a freaking J10.
I'm just going Commando, man. I'm just going Commando.
all I asked Jeep to do is build me a J10.
Right. Yeah.
Now, more importantly than what it looks like, what can that Kia tow?
What can the Kia tow?
I think it was 7,500.
Yeah,
pounds.
probably 5 or 75. Yeah.
Oh, no, it's a big
Yeah.
difference. Because
Right.
the reason I don't own a Maverick is it only tows 4,000 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I went to what I went to, because I can tow 7,500 pounds.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I get that. And I mean, just like the Santa Fe, these are pickup trucks for hairdressers,
Right.
These are like if you just happen to bring them, like, look, I'm bringing home a snowblower, right? That works,
Right.
Yeah, it's like basically the American version of a deck van, right?
Right.
It's just like, oh, okay, like I have a snowblower shaped object, then we've got the truck for you,
Right.
But if you try to put anything like jet ski-ish or motorcycle-ish in it, Mavericks work. We have customers that have picked up bikes at the shop with Mavericks. If the bike's not too long, the tailgate's down, they work. I
wasn't sure on that, but like if I wanted to tow anything, I have to pick shit up, something like a ditch maker or something. I can't do it.
You got to have like the full on. Yeah, I totally get that. That makes perfect sense. Yeah, that's big news.
Or my dream, a skid steer.
A skid steer. Yeah.
You hit a certain age and that becomes a thing.
Actually, I found a vehicle that looks like John.
No, really.
For real.
I'm done.
I want John to drive this. I think this is the vehicle I want to see John driving.
It has a huge head.
No, look at it. It's fucking
you
adorable.
ready? This is going to be good. There it is.
Yeah. I want John to drive that.
I
A
want to drive that.
1972 Jeep Commando.
Yes, please.
I think that looks like that is so much cooler than a Scout.
Yes, it's right up there. There's one for about it's like $1,000
It's so much
on
cooler
Marketplace
than a
right
Scout.
now.
Yeah, that's so much cooler.
But that would be so irresponsible.
Yeah.
of me.
That kind of looks like a kid's pedal car.
It does look like a kid's pedal car.
I
It's like
saw
the
that one.
windscreen
Yeah.
is like
Best way.
disproportionate. Yeah, not in a bad way.
That one almost looks like an old 72 Chevy Blazer, like smaller.
that's what I was
but
thinking.
I am
The
actually
grill
the grill.
Chevy-esque.
I'm actually shocked the entire front end of that one is perfectly straight because I think it's all one piece aluminum.
I think it is.
And I've
I
never
think the
seen one
entire
that hasn't
thing.
been bent to fuck.
No, I think it's magnesium.
I love
exotic metals.
I love convertibles and
Yes.
I like four-wheel drive. So when you have a fully convertible where it's just the front windshield, I just like that look. Where,
And you can see the leaf springs hanging out under the bottom of this goddamn thing.
Yeah.
So that means if you ever hit one big bump, you'll bounce into the next century.
perfect.
Yeah.
Best
Awesome.
comment ever.
Yeah.
Dave Matheson checking in. Just pulled in the driveway from Mexico trip
Hey,
and
Mexico!
thought I'd tune in. Glad to see you guys still aren't a motorcycle
Yes,
podcast.
that's right. Fuck yeah, baby. Yeah. Motorcycle
You're tuned into Jeep
adjacent.
Chat, where we're talking about all the Jeeps.
Oh no!
All the things we're talking about, you could haul a motorcycle.
Here we go.
We're going commando tonight on Jeep Chat.
It's about to get all kinds of motorcycling.
Get all kinds of.
Still not a motorcycle chat.
Oh, and this has got to hurt Pete. This is like finding out that like your lover also has a weird kink.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's not always a bad thing.
Okay,
just
man.
like a really bad one. Like,
Okay. Apparently,
I'm German and this is cool.
my friends and I were drawing motorcycles the other day, and then one of us found a bottle of airplane model glue. Have you ever smelled this stuff? It's fucking amazing.
Let's twist the exhaust pipes, please.
Dietrich got into the ergot again.
Yes.
Should we have 4? No, we will have 6 cylinders.
We have 1,800. We have
What if we twist the pipes?
we have
cylinder.
We are looking for sex.
sex cylinder in line.
What if the pipes were get twisted?
What color should the pipes be? White power.
Oh no!
I'm sorry. I'm apologizing for BMW right now.
The BMW Moto
Show the ass.
Vision K18.
Show the ass.
Have you heard? Before you even get into it, have you seen some of the other like actual motorcycle people talking about like the Vision is a new take on motorcycle? You're like, what kind of fucking like who is kissing? Somebody's paying money to have this thing reviewed as
Okay.
fucking amazing. But
If you,
What should be
I
put in
heard
the
somebody say it
pecs?
sounds like a duck farting when you rev it.
oh come on.
dude, that could take your junk
Okay,
off.
if
you
you-
caught that back wheel, it's a
Yeah.
blade of nut removal.
If you slide back on the seat an extra 3 inches, you're losing them, boys.
Done.
You're losing them. Either that or you're gonna have like a scrot sack that goes down to your ankles. This particular
I'll
image.
ride it. I mean, if you give me one, for
This
sure.
image.
Okay.
That's crazy.
This image. This is the one picture of it that I'll be like, nope, yep, okay.
You know what it looks
As-
like? It looks like they took the body work off of any adventure bike and then just stuck wheels underneath it, like without the motorcycle.
If Shamu was going to ride a motorcycle,
yeah,
that would
like
be
it's like it's the dolphin part. Even Dan's bike, it's like the body work of any of the current like adventure bikes or things like that. But there's no forks. They just shove the wheels and shit inside of it.
I will say, as just a design exercise, I don't hate it.
It looks like a sperm.
What?
No,
It looks
What's
like a motorcycle that would be like a prop out of a movie from
It does?
like the early
Yep.
2000s.
It
like
does.
a futuristic motorcycle, like Judge
Yeah.
Dredd or something.
Oh, yeah,
That's
Judge
what I'm
Dredd.
saying.
There
As
you
a,
go.
as a design
You're going
exercise.
to get a rooster tail up your back. There's no rear
it's not
fender.
the ugliest
I mean,
Goldwing I've ever seen.
no, I think
this
where they
is
missed
not,
out.
I mean, this is just a rendering, right? This is not a
no,
production.
they built it.
No, that's
This is in production just like this.
No,
Not
it's
in
a concept
production.
bike.
No.
Concept.
Not in production.
just concept.
I mean, you
Look,
can see
that's
the,
the dude riding it
you can
right
see
there.
you can see Roy Orbison there rocking, fondling the hand grips, right? Yeah, this is real. There's a bunch of there's a bunch
Well,
of
the CEO, you could find a video of him revving it
yeah.
because it sounds like all kinds of stupid.
Yeah.
A duck fart.
I mean, come on. There's a bunch. Look at all the old white guys. This is a real picture.
Hey,
Because if it was AI, there'd be like mixed races and cool stuff and people like Benetton shit.
People with
But
three
no,
That
fingers.
bike blowing smoke up its ass.
as the bike is blowing smoke up its
Just a
own
Honda
ass.
NM4.
Yeah. And by the way,
I mean, it looks a lot like the newest,
they
Goldwing.
launched it. They launched it at the Concours d'Elegant. Where look at this fucking picture and look at the 4 assholes on the right hand side with the matching hats and ties.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's
Those are all Tom's uncles. Those are all Tom's uncles.
Judge.
What is the name of that
they were like-
barbershop
they're
quartet?
getting ready to go fuck their
We know
hats.
our audience. The poor's will never buy this. Let's just appeal to the rich
Right.
folks.
That is exactly what it is.
Well, no, motorcycle sales are down, what, 30%?
30%, right? Yeah. BMW.
Well, they just need to sell 2 of these, and they'll be back on top. It's got to be $100,000 for this hunk of
Oh,
shit.
you bought a Vespa Snake? Well, we've got the motorcycle for you.
Let's fill the saddlebags with exhaust tips.
Wait till we come out with the Burberry
You got
edition.
36 liter saddlebags. No.
No, Pete, you know what's going to be
Nothing but
interesting?
tip.
That's for
They got to
cooking
come
the
out with
verst.
the M version.
Yeah.
No, I want the GS version of that.
What do you have in your saddlebags? Slash cut. Wer has slash cut?
If
Yeah.
there was ever a motorcycle that needed the flamethrower exhaust kit,
Yes, it does need a flamethrower exhaust
At
kit.
that angle.
It does have hidden red LED lighting to side light those pipes, because I've seen images of it where it's side lit internally.
No,
But
that's red hot pipes, man.
it's red hot pipes. This also needs at least, I gotta say it, this needs a giant iron cross on it somewhere.
Oh no.
Yeah, this bike should be done in faux aluminum finish with painted on rivets and an iron cross somewhere on it.
If
Not
people
a
are
swastika.
just listening,
Yeah.
they're looking at this. What is this?
This
thing
is
called?
what is this fucking thing called? This is the BMW I know it's crazy, K18, right? Because the Vision K18, the Vision K18.
Well, no, I was going to say more like the K18 Widowmaker or something.
The K18 Widowmaker, right? Exactly, right.
The
Yeah.
UK18.
And to describe it perfectly, Marshall from the chat says it looks like they smashed the Victory Vision into an R18.
It does. It looks like it does. Yeah, because you've got that 6-cylinder across the frame, six cylinder, right? So you have 6-cylinder motor. You've got 1-for-1 exhaustuses, which I'm sure there's going to be
With the
at least 11
making
crossovers.
them look like afterburners.
Right, with interior red lighting stolen from like the first gen Star Trek,
Which then pulls up the
time
fact
the Germans did acid, we got
Right.
the R1200C.
Yes, they did. That's correct. No, that was definitely some strong acid house party that night. And then after that, I would say the first R1800 cruiser that came out. When the R1800 came out, we were like, yeah, okay, we see where you're going with that.
But this
There's
looks
a
so
rumor
comic
on
book.
that front as well that there's going to be an R20.
And yes, we put pictures of it last week.
Oh,
We
okay.
threw some pictures up of the R20, the R9T, but it's 2,000 cc's. Yeah.
Oh, they're catching up to Kawasaki.
It just doesn't need a side stand anymore. You just lean it on the jugs. Yeah, you just lean it over until the jugs touch the ground. Yeah, it's got a cornering clearance of 13 degrees. This is just fucking apeshit crazy, people. There's no better way to put it. It's just exhausts and a giant fucking back tire. It's crazy. And yeah.
Somebody says it looks like that ugly ass Honda scooter. The one at the MN, whatever.
The NM4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks. No, this looks artistically better than an NM4, but the NM4, as bullshit non-practical as an NM4 is 1,000 times more practical than this is.
Yeah.
Because this is just a 1,800 cc straight six transportation system that will hit every bump, every corner. You can't go out of any driveway. Like, this is just for posing.
I thought we kind of figured out that inline straight sixes don't work. I mean, Honda came out one.
Yeah.
Then,
Benelli
did
right.
it. Kawasaki did it.
Kawasaki did it.
And nobody's ever did it again. You know why? Because it wasn't more fantastic.
BMW
You
has-
could build an 1800 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
It would be narrower, lighter, and betterer.
I don't know. The BMW, the K1600
Right,
that they have right
exactly.
now.
It's an inline
phenomenal.
6.
Yes. And it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
And it's been
in the neighborhood of 200 horsepower.
And it's
like
been-
190 something.
yeah, and it's been available for 16
Butter
years.
smooth and like
Yeah.
a linear power delivery, like a electric.
Well,
engine.
a straight 6 is supposed to be the
Yep.
most perfectly balanced
I totally agree.
configuration.
That's the K1600.
configuration.
So, that's what a 6-cylinder
There you go.
BMW looks like, the K1600 GT. And they come in a lot of different versions. There's
It
like
just really looks like you can throw it around in the curves.
it does.
Yeah, dude.
No, it does.
Oh,
yeah.
man. I'd be hanging the fuck off of that
Yeah,
thing.
they're pretty sporty. And they come in different ways. You can buy it in different styles.
too much for
This,
me.
it's a lot of everything.
Way
Yeah,
too much.
Again,
Oh, but-
24 valves.
When you're slabbing a 4-hour fucking thing down a highway and you're just chilling on that thing.
I don't
just
do that.
Sucking up bumps. Oh, dude.
I don't do that.
When you're buying a back tire every 3,200 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
You don't have to ride it like an asshole all the time.
No, you don't. But
you will.
But you will. Yeah, probably. That's it. Like you said, we joked at Mid Ohio because when those guys all showed up on their K1600s and it was 6 inches of mud, like they waited for the muddiest part of Mid Ohio to show up.
Yeah.
And I was just like, how did any of you make it down any of those roads to get to where we are camped, which is literally at the furthest point that one can go before one has to cross barbed wire?
You know what I figured out?
Yeah.
They were heavy enough that they just went through all the mud and they were on bedrock the whole
Just
way
went
up.
to bedrock. Yeah, that's what it is. John, this is actually probably more of what you're familiar with when we say this particular bike is that. Right. That's the way you usually see these. You usually see this with like a little hint of that motor peeking through the bottom of it.
Well,
and
I
it's
mean,
damn near perfectly
That
flat
has to be AI
six-cylinder.
because a real one would have those mesh seat covers on it already.
It would already have the air. Yeah.
It comes in a bagger also.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
I mean, the 2-up Tourer is what that strikes me as.
Yeah,
But
that's what it is.
But
GT
the Honda has
GT
the like the Goldwing, but they have the sportier one where it kind of almost looks the same. Like the newest Goldwing is got the same sort of lines.
F6B.
Yeah, F6B. Like this is a cool looking bike. I'm not taking anything away from it. It's a cool looking machine. It's neat looking and a straight across 6-cylinder. Yep, it's going to be smooth as hell. It's probably going to run for about 1.5 million miles. You know, that whole thing. It also is going to be BMW, which is when it makes a noise. That noise you heard was really fucking expensive. That's it. And go visit your local BMW dealer. Visit your local BMW dealer and say, how many mechanics do you have working? Oh, we have 4 mechanics working. Okay. How many of them are doing exclusively recalls? Oh, all of them. Yeah, because usually that's a problem with the BMW dealerships is when BMW has a recall, it's usually really fucking easy to get to. No, I'm lying. You have to take the motor out every single time. Like anytime BMW's had a recall, it's always been the thing that's like, yeah, it's going to take about 6 hours for us to do this once the guy's done 6 of them. And then you find out BMW is paying 4, so the mechanics are not happy about it. And it's just, that's BMW. That's what it is. They're great until they're about 7 or 8 years old. And then the complications kind of catch up with you. And I'm not saying all BMWs. I'm saying ones like this. Like these monster Land Cruiser, land yacht
You never
things.
want to be the second owner of anything European.
Just, super duper crazy complicated ABS systems, super duper crazy complicated ECU systems. My bike doesn't work. Why? I changed the right turn signal.
I mean, just when you look at it, look at the wheels compared to the girth of the rest of the bike.
Oh yeah,
It's like it almost needs.
It looks like it has 12-inch scooter wheels on it.
Yeah,
but those aren't. Those are 17s.
What do you think the book time is on a valve adjustment?
It's got to be forever.
It's
just got to be forever, right? Because I'm looking at that going, well, how do you get the valve covers off?
Yeah.
But what is the valve adjust? It might be like 60,000 miles on that.
It's
Having swapped a 1000 RR motor before that was bad anyway. It's about 10 hours.
I'm seriously, that's a terrifying thought. But it's got to be a lot. 18,000 miles.
Yeah.
So 18,000 miles. So that's like once per owner, right? And then many riders have found the clearances remain well within factory specifications, even beyond 50,000 or 90,000 miles. Do you know how they know that? Because the fuck if I'm paying for a valve adjustment at 18,000 miles, I'm letting this baby run. We're going to see how it goes. And they're going to click and clack the fuck out of this thing. They're just going to be like, well, you know what? You don't need a new filter if you just put oil in every 5,000 miles. Go for it, right? And I think that's probably when they say thing like many riders have found the clearances remain well within factory specs to 90,000 miles. That means I'm selling to you with 88,000 miles on and the bitch is still running. So that proves that it didn't need to be done because it's got 90,000 miles on it and I'm selling it to you. There you go.
I mean, you had a Kawasaki Concourse that had 100,000 miles.
100K and one valve adjustment.
Yeah, I'm going to say, how many times do you think the valves were
one valve adjustment? Apparently, according to the previous owner, that valve adjustment occurred sometime around, Oregon Trail, something like that, like a long time.
Well,
ago. Yeah.
With the SV650, you pop the valve cover gaskets.
Yeah.
You pop the valve covers at about 20,000.
Yeah.
And if they're in spec,
totally fine.
Send it.
Send it. Yeah. Send it and never open it ever again. Right. You'll be fine. Absolutely fine. So that's interesting. That's a really but the idea of them doing this Vision 1800, on one hand, I fucking totally applaud them because it is wild and we're talking about it and it's fucking cool. But it's not the kind of thing anybody's going to run out and be like, oh yeah, I completely need to buy that.
If you saw that at a custom bike show, you'd be like, wow, somebody put some work into this.
Wow, there's so many cool points on that thing. There's so many neat things that are on it. There have been other people that have done similar apeshit things as production motorcycles, and you can pull this up.
Honda. Oh, there you go. Yeah.
There you go. I sold a bunch of these.
I was going to say, that doesn't look bad.
I sold
like
a bunch
that.
of these. Yeah, I sold a bunch of these motorcycles. Moto Guzzi MGX21. And the weird thing was, it's bonkers apeshit crazy. 1400cc. The motor is the most normal part of the entire motorcycle.
Because the rest of it's all carbon fiber.
The rest of it is Italian chrome. It is purely carbon fiber.
The thing looks like a locomotive.
It is like a locomotive. It really is like a locomotive.
That's kind of sexy.
Unnecessarily 21-inch front wheel. Completely unnecessary, but it does make it look right.
Kind of want that.
Is that closed?
What's that?
Is it completely closed
There
off the
is a
front wheel?
disc. So there is a aluminum wheel underneath it, and then there is a carbon fiber disc that one installs over it. And yeah, they're cool. They're really neat motorcycles. They had a stereo system on it that you couldn't hear above 60 miles an hour. It was completely nowhere near enough stereo. It was good sitting still, but it was really bad at above 60. You couldn't
Now,
hear
is
it.
that a belly pan or an oil containment?
So no,
unit?
that is a slab, and that was on the prototype. So they have this dumb slab on the prototypes that does not exist on the production bikes. Okay. So when you see a production one, at least when you see a production one that isn't filmed in like Ultra 73 layers of Photoshop, they're pretty. There you go. There's a production one. So that's what they look like when they actually come out of the box. And that's how they showed up, and they made some really cool boat tail options for the back. So if you didn't need the bitch pad on the back, you could put the boat tail speedster kit on there. Yeah, they're cool bikes. They're extremely easy to ride. They're not challenging. They just go where you put them. They are fast. I mean, they are respectably fast. That is one of those things that you can go up to a Harley Davidson that's got a 2,000 cc engine and just smoke them. Very, very cool motorcycle.
My Harley's so fast, motor twisted.
It turned sideways.
You ain't got nothing that can touch this.
Turned sideways, I tell you. But again, it's just a weird bike. It was one of those things. It was a 1-year special. And so when the BMW has their K1800, this crazy thing with the 6 exhaustuses, that, yes, sometimes weird shit can make it to production.
You know who already ordered this? Who? That fucking Ducati bike. Like the chopper guy that's been going around, the Gucci chopper.
Oh, the Gucci fucker. Yeah.
He's the type of guy to be like, oh, yeah,
you're right.
Fucking, I need that bike.
You're right. You're not wrong.
Can you put a 300 on it, though?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We had a flurry of email after we talked about the electric motorcycles and what the laws are state to state regarding them.
I can't imagine.
It's a fucking shit show, first of all. But the second is we are finally seeing a little bit of cohesion into what the fuck it means. If you have children, and if your children want to ride an electric bicycle, I'm going to tell you the basic rules. If the bicycle goes 28 miles an hour, your child must be 18. Does not need a license. Does not need a license plate.
18?
16.
Oh.
16 years of age. So I'm sorry, 16 years of age. So if it is a electric bike that goes 28 miles an hour, that's a class 3. A class 2 goes 20 miles an hour, and a class 1 also goes 20 miles an hour. But the question is whether it is throttle actuated motor or just pedal assist only. Okay, that's it. And so that's the class 1. The class 1 is when the bicycle gets up to 20 miles per hour. Pedaling it won't make it go any faster. And the class 2 is when you actually have a throttle, and that throttle gets the bike up to 20 miles an hour. Now, if your kid is, Greg LeMond, that kid can pedal that bicycle up to 35 or 40, no big deal. But the electric motor only provides assistance up until 20 miles per hour. Class 3 is that it can go up to 28 miles per hour on the electric motor. Now, if you're going downhill and you're pedaling it, you can pedal it up to whatever fucking speed it'll go, but the motor will only propel the thing up to 28 miles an hour. Parents have to be aware of the fact that a lot of manufacturers are selling these vehicles with switches and buttons that will take them out of moped mode and put them into, I don't know what they call it, just fast mode. And so a lot of these that are podcast listeners have chimed in with, like, I just bought my kid a Suron, Freight B 500 or whatever. And yeah, it comes out of the factory. It's restricted to 28 miles an hour. It's a class 3 electric bicycle. But before the kid got it unboxed, he'd already figured out how to de-restrict it, and it goes 65.
Well,
right?
Better goes 28 and it has no pedals. It's no longer
That's
class
the other
3.
one. Right. And if it has no pedals, right, if you're buying a thing that does not have pedals as a means of propulsion, that is not an electric bicycle by any definition whatsoever.
Well, some of them you can buy a pedal kit.
Yes,
for
you
it.
can.
So you
Absolutely.
convert it into a bicycle.
Yeah, Super 73 and stuff like that. You can buy a pedal kit to add to an existing design so that now the pedals do provide a rudimentary form of propulsion.
These classes that you're citing here, is this a federal thing or is this the state of Ohio?
No, it is federal. So there is a federal ruling on it. And then most of the states have picked up the federal rules. So they're following the class 1, class 2, class 3. And some states have added to or from it. And there are extremely easy e-bike law. You can find it on there and find it by your particular state. It's not hard to find. It took me 5 minutes to get all 50 states down to, what it is. What we can tell you is if somebody is selling you a vehicle and saying, hey, look, this is an electric motorcycle, but it's going to be titled as a bicycle because you've had 17 DUIs and you're not allowed to drive a motorcycle, but you're allowed to drive a bicycle. And all you need is the MCO that is like literally part of the cardboard box or comes in a sheet of paper mailed to your house later. And you're going to take that in and get a title for it. Just be well aware that if you spend a lot of money on that, you might not be able to fulfill your fantasy.
And you can also get a DUI for riding a bicycle drunk. So.
Dang straight you can. Absolutely.
And a horse.
Well, more importantly, you don't have to get the DUI. This is something I can tell you based on a former career I used to have, is you don't need to be doing the DUI business. You just need to have earned the DUI. And so if you have earned the DUI and now you're operating a vehicle that's going more than 28 miles per hour, right? You are now operating a motor vehicle, even though you don't have the license to do it. So then we use a law that's the worst law you ever want to run into is the DUS law, the driving under suspension, okay? Because you are operating a motor vehicle and you are currently suspended. And that's just as bad of a day out having a driving under suspension. It's not I forgot my driver's license at home. That's not the same thing. Driving under suspension is you were on a path to get your license back someday, and now you're no longer on that path. So, that could be a 6 or 12 point offense right there like that.
Very expensive.
Very expensive. And the number of laws you needed to break to have the cops ask you about that are 0. You could be operating at 18 miles an hour, completely following the rules. And if that cop decides, hey, let me see your license, you go, sir, I don't need a license. This is an electric vehicle. It's a moped. And he goes, yeah, it's a motorized vehicle. I saw you going 29 miles an hour in it. So let me see your driver's license. I don't have a driver's license. Did I mention it was an electric bicycle? And he goes, yeah, I got you at 35. So let me see your driver's license. Oh, you don't have one. Oh, let me run your SSN. Oh, you're driving under suspension. You have what's called no driving privileges. And if you have no driving privileges and you're operating something that is technically based on your cousin who lives in Florida and it's 49 cc's there, it's not 49 cc's everywhere. 19 states play by that rule. The rest of them don't. So if you live in South Carolina or if you live in Florida where tourism, that kind of thing is 49 cc's, gets you, there's a billboard down the street for liquor sickles. And that's real. I'm not making that up. We know the guy who owns it. Yeah, you can go to the liquor sickles and get yourself a 49 cc. And next thing you know, Vern's putting the 70 cc kit on it. And everybody's going to be real quiet about it. And you're going to run down the road at 55 miles an hour. But in the states that aren't those states, yeah, we're a little different. Those states make you subject to things that you might not be thinking about. So just be aware of that. That's a thing that you should know. Only because our people that listen to the podcast have a lot of concerns. And it turns out it was funny because every single email I got was prefaced by like, either my kid wants this or my kid tricked me into buying him this, or I was thinking about buying him this because my kid tricked me into it. We sold a 14-year-old a Benelli TNT 135 the other day.
Nice.
With parental consent, right? Parents came in and bought it for him. And I was like, damn, when I was 14 years old, my parents weren't buying me a 70-mile-an-hour motorcycle.
Yeah.
And the dad is like, now remember, you don't leave our yard on this thing.
No way, Dad.
Are you what?
Right.
Are you, why do you threaten a child like that? You know, you can't put that much pressure on a kid. You can't possibly do that. He's never lied. He just did. That was it. I watched it happen. That was a fucking lie. No, I'm never going to leave our yard. Unless your yard is fucking Lorain County, right? Unless you own a state. Yeah, that kid is going to be on the street on that cocksucker, right? You better just start putting money in the kitty right now to get it out of the impound lot. You know, title it in your own name so that when it gets impounded, it'll be easier to get out of the impound lot.
You think the impound lot would get mad if we preemptively called them and said, hey, when this comes in, I'm willing to come pick
Prepay.
it up?
Just prepay.
Do you have gift certificates?
Yeah, don't run the clock. The clock is where it gets expensive.
Yeah, you just need an insider to
the
call
day
you.
it lands,
Yeah.
I get a get out of jail free one-time pass that says, Mr. Roscoe, it happened. It's here. And this is your one.
Yeah.
Right? You have 24 hours to pick this fucker up. And that's it. If you haven't ever had to get something out of the impound lot, it's not easy. You need letters from cops. If you're not prepared to get letters from cops, don't get your shit impounded. It's like you need a release from the police department if you have your shit impounded. And everything else, you're like, I know where the impound lot is. Check. I have a title for it. Check. I have ID that proves I'm the person that owns it. Check. Do you have the letter from the cops saying you're allowed to take it out of there? Nope. Then it's another $60 day, right? And they're going to add up. And the cops will eventually get you that letter, but it's going to be about $1,800 later. Like, it's stupid how long it takes the Cleveland Police Department to get you the letter that says your vehicle is released from the impound lot. It's crazy. I have customers that have crashed bikes in the impound lot, and it's wild how much can add up on the bill while it's sitting in the impound lot.
And depending on where they take the car, the impound lot could be a dude in a trailer that's there for 2 hours fucking a week.
For real.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
My wife, she had a medical reaction. So a while ago, they gave her some, I don't know, what an antidepressant, something, but she had a reaction, and it caused her to pass out driving my fucking Vibe. I used to have a Pontiac Vibe. And she exploded it, and I didn't know this. She just disappeared one night and didn't come home, and then I found out the next morning. This is years ago. And so I called them, and they're so uncooperative. It took me all day to finally get somebody. When I had to call the police departments to find her because she was in the hospital. Nobody called, whatever. No. Found her, found the car finally, and they said it's at this lot. So I'm thinking, okay, she got into a fender bender. Like, I'm going to go get this fucking car. So I keep calling. I finally get through, and the guy's so unhelpful, such a dick. He's like, yeah, that car's here. I'm like, is it drivable? He goes, yeah, probably. And like hangs up. So I'm like, okay. So I get a ride from a dude who drops me off because I'm just getting a ride, and I'm going to jump in this car and fucking just bring this dented car home.
Oh, yeah.
And I get there, and it was exploded. Like, there was no front end on the car. There was no engine attached to the front of it, but the dickhead couldn't even. So like when people don't understand what you're dealing with, you are dealing with the lowest of low scumbag. They're not even like employees of the city. They're just like some random dude who has a trailer somewhere in a plot of land that they're like, we put these cars in your backyard. It was fucking horrible. I wanted to kill this guy.
That's fucking awful, man. That is terrible.
I got triggered. I wanted to fuck. Like, now I'm having this memory of this because I had a dream of going.
You might need to get some help, man.
There used to be a TV show about that. It was in Philadelphia, and it was like it just showed these people coming in trying to get their cars out of hock, and you know most of the cars were there deservedly. They were driving under suspension, or driving with bad plates. Or they had so many.
There's a reason it's impounded.
Right.
My car got stolen, and I guarantee you the crackheads that stole it didn't take the kites and umbrellas and all the other stuff that I had. That was the people at the impound cleaned it out.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what good stuff we got in this one, you know.
Yeah, when I was a police officer, every time we tow a car, we have to do an inventory sheet on that car that we towed. So anything that got towed, anything that was headed to impound, it had to be inventoried. And I mean, you don't know hell until you have fucking inventoried a meth head's car. A meth head's car is a real uncool thing to have to fucking inventory. It is a lot going on. There is like at least 9 or 10 semi-disassembled VCRs in the back of it, right? It's epic how long the fucking inventory is on the sheet. You just like write down miscellaneous electronics. But we've had a number of people who come back to the police department after they got their car out of the impound and be like, hey, I was missing that guitar. And they would always come in and say, hey, we need the impound, we need the towing sheet, the inventory. And we'd always give it to him. And the guy's like, here, even the cop knew that there was a Fender guitar in a box back there. And I was like, yeah, we inventory them. We don't just let them take it away. We inventory it because the police department doesn't want to be held responsible for everything that was stolen from your car. That's why we have to spend an hour and a half, goddamn it, inventorying the fucking thing. Now, it's fun to inventory things. You find cool shit, right? You're like, man, we arrested the guy for one gun. He had 5 more in the car. Right?
One Swedish
One
penis
for the
enlarger.
inventory, one for me. One for
Swedish penis enlargers aren't
One
my thing,
horse
baby.
semen injector.
Yes, exactly. May 20. So Monday is the official start of Isle of Man TT 2026.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, baby. Start watching it. Check it out. They're going to be airing it on all kinds of different stuff. You can pay for a subscription and watch it like as live can be. They're going to be filming a Brad Pitt movie there. So that's going to be fun. There's going to be that happening. So this is going to be kind of a big year. And last year, I'll make a declarative statement. I don't think the weather could be worse than last year. So last year, they got rained out about 70% of their practices. Well, the year Oscar and I went, they got rained out about 50% of the practices. So you made the most of the days you had. But cool, big excitement starting on Monday, May 25th. So if you've never watched the Isle of Man TT, you should watch it. It's super cool. We watched a guy the other day going around with one leg. And, that was fucking great video. 2 guys went out.
Was it Dave Nolan?
It was not Dave Nolan. But it was one dude on a BMW S1000RR, and what was the other guy on? Ducati? Ducati, the video we shared?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. It was the 44 Teeth guys.
Yeah, 44 Teeth. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was the 990, RC 990, and something.
Yeah, it was a great video.
Yeah,
and because
the first
these
time
guys,
back since he lost his leg.
Right, since he lost his leg,
right.
Including my favorite part of the video is he's like, well, there's where it happened.
Right.
There's where
he's on the comm
off the cliff.
whole way.
And that comms, if you watch a fun video, post it up to our podcast chat, ClevelandMoto podcast chat group. It's a fucking awesome video because it is an entire lap, which is great. And because these 2 guys aren't out there racing for the championship, they're chatty.
Yeah.
Right? So they're
so
chatty
good.
and they're kind of playing with each other a little bit, but it gives you a lot more insights into what it takes to race that. And when he's talking about things like, okay, you almost hit that brick to make the turn now.
Yeah.
And you understand that timing, that even when we have guys that are doing it not for stakes, just to do it, nobody cares what their lap time's going to be. This is the guy's first time back since losing his leg.
And here's the crazy part.
Yeah.
So I watched that video, right? Last night, I'm playing fucking Isle of Man TT3,
Oh, you are?
and my hands are fucking sweaty, and my pulse is racing, and I'm like getting all fucking saucy. And then I watched the video, and they were calmer on the track.
Yes,
than
absolutely.
I am fucking playing the game.
And they're
That shit's
joking
so
with each
crazy.
other and having a great time.
They were laughing a lot.
They were laughing. They were having a blast.
But you don't, man, when you get the speed, the game's pretty good, and you can have the in-helmet view. So like you're looking out the helmet with the bike in front of you. It gets pretty fucking realistic. And you start blasting down those fucking skinny ass roads with those things on the side that turn into a blur.
It's a blur.
Dude, it's good. The game's good.
Like they said, there's a green line and a gray line. You try to stay on the gray line.
Yeah.
There's a green blur and a gray blur. You try to stay on the gray blur.
But some of it, like, I don't know how you would learn that track.
Well,
like,
this is the idea.
I can't do it.
Right.
Well,
This is
I can't
the
remember
idea.
shit, but
yeah,
I mean, like, it's
right.
hard because like there's so many turns where you're thinking you're like, if you're trying to look at the map,
Right.
which obviously on a motorcycle you really wouldn't have a map in the corner of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
But like you're trying to just try to get the gist of it, and you always fuck up those turns. There's always a hairpin that sneaks out of somewhere. It's fucking crazy, man. Like even just playing that game gives me so much more respect for the dudes who are doing that at 180 some fucking miles an hour.
Oh yeah,
it's insane, unfucking real.
Ballack Bridge is one of the places Oscar and I made sure that we visited because you are standing there when they do the jump, right? The we're gonna catch air kind of jump. And so when I was watching these guys do their play-by-play, and they were talking about like when they were starting to like, oh well, we're coming into town. We're getting ready for the jump. Let's see how far we go, right? So there's like you can't just wing it and throw it away. You have to survive. Mm-hmm. You have to land. And what kind of shocked me about the video was not like somebody said, okay, when we come around this corner and we line up for the bridge, we have to be going 41 miles an hour because at 43 you'll never come down again, right? Or you go into the apartment building across the street, which we have seen happen, right? So there's this idea. And also there is a giant wall with a picture of a bird on it that is a pub that's been there for a couple hundred years. And there are points of impact 9 and 11 feet up on that wall from people that didn't time the bridge correctly. So the learning curve on this is really fucking steep, right? Yeah. So when these guys did the corner, I watched the video again because I was like, they have to be like, you have to be shitting golden bricks to be going 186, 190 miles per hour, their mountain course and everything else, and then come into this town and have to change your entire mentality to, we have to go slow enough to not become a wet spot on the side of this building and fast enough to literally thread the needle whilst in the air where you have no control over where you're pointed once the tires leave the ground, and then land and be like, made it. Like, that's balls. Like, to me, that's just the craziest part of motorsport, because any other type of motorsport, you're like, yeah, if I hit my apex here and I'm doing this speed at this time and I'm in this gear, I'm going to make it through the turn and I'm going to do okay.
Not only that, but I don't know of any other motorsport that has zero air for margin or zero margin of error.
Correct.
Like MotoGP is insane.
There's kitty litter.
There's tracks. They built these tracks designed to not hit anything for 300 mile or 200 mile an hour offs, you know?
Right.
There is none of that.
None of that.
It's, oh, you're off. Well, that's a brick wall. Oh, those stones have been there for 900 years and your head's not going to move them. You know, like that's think of it. Is there any other sport?
No.
Unless there's like competitive bottle shooting off each other's heads or something. Like I can't think of anything else that would be that.
Somebody once said, it's like, yeah, if you're running in Pamplona, like running with the bulls.
Yeah.
Right. So like, okay, if you're running with the bulls, I'm like, well, but here's the thing. All the roads were built for cars to be on and people to be on and everything else. So you are kind of using the roads and the walkways and the paths the way they were intended, right? You're just adding bulls. Right? And the difference in velocity between a bull and a whole bunch of people, the odds are pretty much on your side, right? Unless you really want to get fucked up, you can get shit mixed. Yeah, absolutely. That's what it's all about. That's why people go and watch. Isle of Man is like, that's a 35 mile an hour road on its best fucking day. Well, but our island doesn't have speed limits. Well, you do for most of it. There's a goodly part that doesn't, but let's just say the reason people are doing it is because it so fucking doesn't fit. It is the craziest fucking thing. And it's like, I want you to cross that lake, but using only a lawnmower, right? It's just the wrong tool for the job. It is the wrong circumstances, the wrong situation. And that's what makes it amazing. What makes it amazing is like, if we held this entire 37-mile course and we did it on a racetrack that had runoffs and kitty litter and dragon's teeth and all the cool safety shit, it would still be an amazing race.
I bet you no MotoGP rider ever died from sneezing. But on the Isle of Man, one sneeze and you could be dead.
Crazy. Yeah. It's just insane. And there's like you said, I need you to memorize this track.
Yeah. It's
okay. Mid Ohio, we got 10 turns, 12 turns, whatever. I can do that. I can figure that out in like the day, right? I need you to memorize this track. It's 37 fucking miles. What?
And it's not a racetrack, so nobody designs swoopy things.
No, there's
kind of a kink here, and then there's a fucking right angle this over here. Right. It's nuts.
No.
And like, there's no warning. Like, if you turn off, I cheat a lot and use the like, hey, you got to brake now, fucker. Because if I don't see that, man, you miss everything.
No, you're just gonna blast right through it.
Yeah. It's
absolutely. It is completely inappropriate. Is completely ill-suited, right, to what it is. And that's why people keep coming back and doing it over and over and over again for over 100 years. It's just wild. And that's the crazy part about it. So, yay, if anybody's going this year, Liza's going to be over there. So they're doing a thing. That's fucking great. And we're going to be there in September.
That was cool. Yeah, if you want to find out more about that, I did a video on Moto Stories with Liza. I talked to her all about, first of all, their relay, and then also her doing the whole ride at Isle of Man.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
it was a great video.
It's
Thank you.
going to be a legendary trip for Liza.
Dude,
it is going to be.
She's really doing stuff.
She's doing great stuff.
She is doing all
She's
these
doing
things. Before she was, she's got to the point now where she can do the things. Because for a while she'd be like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And you hear all kinds of people say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And you want them to, and you're like hoping they're going to do it. But most people don't ever do all the things.
Understood.
And then this year, Liza's like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. We already did that. I'm doing this and this. And you're like, holy shit, man. Go.
She attacked retirement with a fucking vengeance.
Yeah.
Yeah. She seriously is going everywhere.
I mean, like that style.
It's great.
I'm shooting toward that style.
It's a super aggressive retirement. Yeah. It's cool.
Hey, speaking of videos, I dropped the DGR video today.
Oh, you did? Cool.
Now.
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, we'll get up on that. DGR was great. DGR was one of those things that was completely zero stress. You know what? We showed up. Flat Out Garage was perfect. Yeah. There was food. There was drinks. There was beverages.
The day caused me to realize I have to change deodorants. That was a long, hot day, man. It was a great day. My daughter had a blast. Yeah. Everybody had a blast.
We hit all of our targets.
Fuck. You got the weather order in.
Yep, we did.
They gave you the free extra 15 degrees on it.
Yeah, they did give me the bonus sunshine. Yeah, I got a little sunburn.
A lot of first timers this year I talked to.
Tons of first timers. So many new people.
Did you guys see the Fast Boys that came and they were disappointed and they left and the kid tried to do a wheelie and was like on the street? But they were disappointed when they found out that it wasn't a highway run.
Right.
They thought everybody's going to be doing stand-up wheelies in suits.
In suits. It's going to be tweed at 12 o'clock.
I think that was the two guys that I...
Meanwhile, I followed one of our customers, actually, at 25.
Yeah.
Because apparently he had never been out of his neighborhood before.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Was it the green Vespa?
No, Code Red.
Oh, Code Red. Okay,
I cannot remember his name, but apparently he was from Chagrin Falls as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Nice older gentleman. Yep. He actually left a message with Renee. It was like, hey, thank Tom for me.
Right. Yeah.
He literally played...
Yeah.
Like I was gathering ducklings at the very end.
It doesn't matter. Every point that I had done in the route, I had selected a few points where I had a good sight line behind me, a lot of road behind me, so that when I would get to that intersection, like Rockside Road, I could look back and see everyone line up. And usually for Rockside Road, I would figure we would need 2 exchanges of the lights to get everyone through. And I would be sitting stationary for 1 full exchange of the lights while we let all the ducks gather up. Well, I pulled up, literally stopped for a red light that was already there, looked over my shoulder and saw the last bike pulling in. And I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. So the blockers must have been just really killing it.
It was good. Everything went really smooth.
The blockers must have been doing a good job.
I want to throw a shout out to whoever the girl, I can't remember her name, on that fucking moped that just wailed and was just rolling
the blue
whole
moped.
Time.
She stayed in my pocket.
She was in the position of her head was over the headlight. You know what I mean?
Full tuck.
The uphill climb was a torture for her.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Because
Hillside was bad.
Hillside was a handful. Yeah.
But she hung in there and she had a great attitude.
Yeah. And once we left County Line Saloon, I picked up pace a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because we lose half of our riders. They don't want to hang around the County Line Saloon for so long. And when we pulled into County Line, we were about 15 minutes ahead of schedule, which was fantastic. Mm-hmm. We pulled in and I took a look at when we were 30 minutes out, and I was like, can we leave 15 minutes early? Just in case there's rain coming or anything like that. And I went up to the bar and I saw 2 people had just ordered food. And I was like, nope, we're not leaving 15 minutes early. So I was like, no, they're basically stretching it out.
One of the things that happened to me on the ride is I was blocking and there was a turning lane. I think it was when we were going through the canal area, and there were cars, and I didn't want, I definitely wanted to stop there because they're in the turning lane. They're going to want to turn in. Yeah. I pulled up, I stopped, and I was blocking, and there was a lady in a Subaru, and she rolled down her window, and she's like, hey, this is cool. What's going on? And I said, this is Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. It's a benefit for men's prostate cancer.
Right.
And she said, oh, my husband just got diagnosed with prostate cancer.
Oh.
And I said, God bless you.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's like, thank you guys. This is a really good thing you're doing.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And when we pulled into the county line, I saw her go by and she
Yeah.
beeped and waved. And it was,
Oh, really?
It was kind of a cool thing.
That is super cool. That is great. Yeah, it was cool. I met a doctor who's done the ride 7 times, and he's a, he's men's health specialist. And he said, look, man, he goes, I've been here 7 years. I think this is fantastic. He said, I diagnose 20 cases a month. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. He goes, yeah. He goes, tell everybody, if you are a young man, like under 30 years old, and you feel sudden lower back pain, or if you're an old man over 60 years old and you feel sudden lower back pain, right? And you haven't just lifted a whole bunch of stuff, go get yourself checked out. He goes, that's one of the things he's seen as a associative factor, is that one of the complaints that gets people to come in to the doctors in the first place is, hey, doc, I got lower back pain, like lower lumbar back pain. I think I hurt myself or something. And then they check them out. It turns out to be prostate cancer. So that's an interesting thing. Now, here's a doctor that diagnoses 20 cases a month telling me, tell everybody, if you get lower back pain and you weren't out shoveling snow, right, or having adventurous sex, your one time a year, go see the doctor, because that lower back pain, he said, that is a symptom that he has seen over and over and over again. And he said, because guys that are over 60 and aren't doing any super heavy lifting anymore, they don't just suddenly get lower back pain. And young men that are, under 25 years old don't tend to just suddenly get lower back pain. And in both cases, older and younger, that is a big, big symptom of prostate cancer.
What if you're 55 and you have everything pain?
Hey,
hold on. I got legal on the phone.
Yeah, legal.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, just don't take his advice. You can listen to him, but don't professionally take Phil's advice. He's not a doctor.
I'm
okay,
not a
no problem.
doctor.
Thank
Right.
you, legal.
Yeah, that's
Bye.
it.
All right.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Just get, if you ever needed a better reason to just check some shit out, go get some shit checked out.
That was the thing. 'Cause Harris ended up with leukemia. But for like a month, he's like, man, my back is killing me.
Yeah.
My back is it's horrible. It's killing me. And he went in, and sure enough, it was leukemia. And he was like, holy shit. And he was 24.
Yeah. Wow. Holy crap. I mean, that's wild. So yeah, the DGR is a thing. There was another gentleman that came up and said that his wife died last year of breast cancer, and said, hey, is there any way we can do one of these for breast cancer? And I said, I don't organize the thing. I just run it in Cleveland, right? It's not my big party. And I said, but I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be getting together.
I think we should.
that.
And we should, put the word out there.
should.
And all the ladies should get out and
ride for the Tatas, right? Yeah. Right. I've been on a few of those rides. It's a good time.
I just imagine riding through neighborhoods and having neighbors.
Well, look, man. Right. It's I promise. Right? The drive-by visual inspection, John. Is that what you're suggesting? Yeah.
Now you feel me.
Right. Yeah.
Before we get too far,
I'm not a doctor, but I'll give it a look.
Before we get too far into ending this or getting close to it, we had Matt here.
Matt's been here the whole time.
What's been going on, bro?
Just life. Working for myself now, trying to keep up with getting back to the podcast.
And what are we doing for ourselves?
Well, we were happy to have you on your first DGR.
Yeah, so that was my first DGR.
And he was one of the blockers. He did a good job out there.
Yeah.
Tom, excellent tail gunner.
Excellent
one of the best
tail
I've
gunner.
ever seen on a group ride, because I used to do a lot more group rides than I do now. But yeah, what a fantastic ride. I will never miss another DGR. And it was a very well-oiled machine.
It was smooth, but I will say anybody who's sitting at this table has done them before will also know that was also our shortest and smallest and least complicated DGR because of the marathon being in town. So like that was low-hanging fruit. That was tough. The Squires Castle ride was a little tougher. They had a little more going on.
Yeah, but dude, you didn't have any turnarounds in the middle of a parking lot. No impromptu figure eights.
It was so boring. This year was just so boring.
If it was boring, you weren't blocking enough.
That's why it was funny. We were trying to get people to block. And so I was like, oh, come on over and block. And people are shy about it. They don't want to be like, and like, look, if you get 10 minutes into the fucking thing, everybody wants to block.
No, but seriously, this year was so smooth. If you think back, you had people that were now the range of riding ability at a DGR is huge, and that's why the ride is kind of smooth because you want to make sure that you're appealing to everybody.
And
right?
nobody's wearing their Snells and their air stitches.
Yeah, right. So somehow
tweed.
somehow he managed to do. He got all the ride to go into a parking lot, turn itself around, and then thread the needle. The whole time.
Between parking bollards.
Yeah, with people going in opposite directions, with some people that looked like they may have gotten one ride in ever before they were on the ride.
We were doing legit Shriner shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to turn around 212 people in a parking lot that you couldn't fucking... It was too small.
Yeah.
It was way too small.
I feel like if I show up on that ride on my Versys and not my super hot, I'm like, well... I brought the bike. This is probably a good idea to block.
Yeah.
If you have to go all the way from the back to the front.
Grip it and rip it and have fun. Yeah, it's cool. So that was your first DGR.
Yep.
And you brought the Norge.
I did.
Yeah, the Norge. So that's very cool.
This is a great steed, especially for blocking.
For blocking.
There were
absolutely
speeds that were only obtained on a closed course in Mexico. There was definitely one section where a law enforcement officer was coming the other direction, and I was just glad it was a giant group I could blend into.
Oh, you weren't like me when I almost ran into the cop because I was trying to pass everybody getting a shot, and I turned this way, and there's a cop coming at me in the wrong fucking lane. I'm like, okay.
Probably similar location.
I called the police departments we were going through. I always give them a call, a week before and just let them know, right? And I've got it pretty well figured out where we're going to be, when we're going to be there. And so I called the police department in the first town that we went through where we saw 3 cops, right?
Newburgh?
So Newburgh Heights, right? Yeah, so Newburgh. So I called them, I called the mayor and said, hey, we're doing this. And I said, so just so it's for charity, the whole thing. We're gonna have road guards, we're gonna have road captains and stuff. It's all, we've done this before. We're not gonna be speeding. I know your town is one entire speed trap. Like that's what your town exists, is because you're a speed trap. I mean, you're Alcoa aluminum and you're a speed trap. That's what you do. And so I said, we're not gonna be speeding. And I said, if you guys want to block, I don't think there's going to be any traffic because, again, your town is Alcoa aluminum, and this is Sunday, and a speed trap. So we pulled through, and there were literally 3 cops within 175 feet of each other that were all running radar at each other.
Yeah, I mean, that's just perfectly normal on Harvard Avenue.
There's 3 cops on the planet have laser burns on their eyeballs because all they're doing is checking each other's speed stationary whilst drinking coffee.
I used to work the guard check there on Harvard Avenue, and I swear those cocksuckers would pull them over right in front of me. They're like, oh, yeah, we got a guy, and right here, we got instant built-in backup.
Built-in backup, I promise. So they were really cool about it, and then when we pulled into Cuyahoga Heights, then they had a cop that he was standing by at the light, and then when he saw me come around the corner, I gave him the, and he pulled right in front of us. And his thing, I think, was he was just going to guide us all the way down Canal past like Quaker Steak and all that stuff. And when he pulled out, we were going 39 miles an hour, and he was going 70-ish, right? And I was like, I'm not gonna fall for that trick. It's like if your lights and sirens are on and stuff, and you're like, follow me, then I'll be like, play along, sure, great, let's do this, let's wick this up a bit. But when he pulled out in front, no lights and no sirens, he was just kind of like, I'm just gonna ease you up till I can write you a ticket. And I was like, yeah, I'm not falling for that, buddy. We're holding the speed, and it was fine, and it was great. But it was definitely the only crash the guy on the CVO bagger.
Yeah, leaving.
We have Renee sent me the video.
Oh, I have it on video too. I didn't include it. I was nice to him.
Okay.
All he did was basically he was pulling out, and he thought somebody was closer to him than he was, and he did the old grab the front brake.
He grabbed the front brake and stuffed it.
Stopped and then just fell over.
He just stuffed it.
So I don't even think he had a scratch.
No, I don't either. I think it was just one of those like, as long as nobody saw it. Oh, fuck.
Well, you know what's interesting? I'll send you guys the video. I'll clip the video and send it to you. But what's interesting is what had happened was when his leg touches the ground, he realized how much that thing weighed.
Oh, yeah.
And then it continued down.
Oh, I felt it from the front of the ride.
Yeah. That has to be a 1,100-pound bike.
Sudden shift of gravity.
That's a big-ass
bike. Yeah, it was a big bike. It was cool. It was really fun.
The only breakdown was I saw the one bike pulled off to the side on the last leg back.
That was Dave Nolan's CB350 thingy.
Yeah.
Did it?
But I think Adam stopped with them, so they probably had it running.
Well, and I guess the water buffalo also leaked out all of its electricity. It blew a fuse. So the water buffalo blew a fuse, but he got that sorted right away. Just replaced the fuse.
He just probably put one of his bullets in there.
Just 22 caliber. It's totally fine.
Came out of his cane that fires guns.
Dave said his fuel cap, the vent wasn't open, so it wasn't draining fuel.
Sure.
So once he relieved the fuel cap, put it back on.
Yeah, vapor lock will get you.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
So yeah.
You know, the other Dave Christensen had his cane sticking out, and it's like,
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna run into your cane.
Yeah, he was on the water buffalo. And for anybody who is a Cleveland enthusiast, he'll notice that he now has a whole new piece of artwork. So he got a cover up. So that's pretty cool. I complimented him on that. That cover up is fantastic. So really glad to see that. So that's cool. It's going to make a lot of people feel more comfortable, being around him. So that's just, we applaud that. We really do. And I do appreciate that. I really do, because sometimes when you have new people that have never been on a ride before and they're just not sure how they're going to fit in, they're not sure what kind of crowd it is. We always want to be welcoming to people that are new. We don't want to scare them off. We don't want to be like, hey, we're the tough guys and whatever. Meanwhile, it's a fucking dapper ride, for fuck's sake. Seriously, if we're going to roll through your hood and you see this fucking parade of fucking dorks on somewhat incapable motorcycles.
I have two things. One, I literally told the fucking guys at the garage, I was like, dude, what if your neighbors don't know what the DGR is? And they just think that every weekend there's just going to be 200 fucking people in suits running around like fucking
standing outside smoking pipes. Dan David was a seersucker masterpiece. Dan Davis, formerly of the Crawford Auto Museum. He was standing around smoking a meerschaum pipe in what can only be described as a festival of yellow.
Yeah.
Right? A festival of yellow. And he just was completely into it. Monocle in place, living the life. I think he needs at least 3 more DGRs per year.
So I'm standing there. I'm doing some filming and whatever. And I hear, hey, Steve. And I look up, and it's one of the guys from work. It's one of the engineers I work with, like a high up. Then I'm like, oh, no, you're not allowed to invade my fucking
in my
shit.
fun
Like,
zone?
what are you doing around here?
Come on,
But his
man.
son rode the ride.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome. And then I like Van a lot. So, but anyways,
Yeah.
and he's awesome too.
Yeah.
But it was just weird. I'm like, oh, no, they're going to know.
Your worlds are colliding.
Yeah, like, what is this? Nobody can know I ride motorcycles.
The guy who showed up on the Victory Vision, who was blocking for us too, I think that was his first DGR. This is the first time he rode with us. And he's ridden a lot of club rides and stuff. And he's like, oh, yeah, I do road captain stuff all the time. I was like, great, love to have you. He's like, I wasn't sure it's my first ride, and everything else. I was like, no, by all means, come on out. And then the other big dude who was road blocking for us, road guarding for us, he's been on
Valkyrie?
Valkyrie.
Yeah.
So it's a Valkyrie, not an interstate, but it's been interstateified. So it's like we took a Valkyrie, we decided to make it heavier.
Yeah. Is he
And they did.
Samoan? He looked Samoan.
Yeah.
I think he's Samoan.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
He's
and
a big boy.
He's a big dude, and he rocks that Valkyrie.
Yeah, he
so he
does.
has no hesitation sliding sideways in front of a car. Yeah. Like he's like one of those guys. I've watched him work, and if there's a car that's like, I'm gonna get in there, he's like, nope, no way.
I did, looking back at a couple of pieces of footage, I did see some cars sneak through there was a couple cars that didn't wait at all.
They didn't wait.
They were like, fuck you guys, and just pulled out.
No, I was waiting. There was one point where I was towards the back of the group, and there was a car that like changed lanes into the group. And I was just like, what do you think?
Are you fucking
You
crazy?
don't want to be in the middle of us as much as we don't want you in the middle of
Right,
us.
yeah.
Like, this isn't good on either end of this exchange.
That's what Merritt was like. Okay, if we were in Mexico right now doing the Guadalajara run, the cops would just race ahead of us and get all those cars in the front and just like tap on the windshields or tap on the driver's glass and be like, get out of the fucking lane in Mexican, right? And they did a great job of just clearing the path for us so that anytime somebody just through blind ignorance or whatever would just merge into what they thought was a roadway, didn't know it was a landing strip for, 200 Vespas. They would just get them out of the fucking way. And I was really impressed by how aggressive the Mexican police are when it comes to riding, not necessarily traditionally on the driving surface, like willing to go places where cars and motorcycles shouldn't go to exploit a hole in traffic or to get ahead of something. And just to get up and tap on the guy's windshield or tap on the guy's window and be like, no, you need to get out of the fucking way. Pick one of the other 2 lanes, but not the one you're in. We're making a hole. And they did. And we never, ever possibly could have outran them. They were moving shit out of the way for us. And I was like, can we ever do that in Cleveland? And I was like, no, we'll get shot.
Well, I was
tap
thinking
on
about
somebody's
that.
windshield in Cleveland.
Even if you got Cleveland to give you a couple mounted units to lead the ride or something like that, they would have to peel off though as soon as you headed to Newburgh or something. You know what I mean? They couldn't do the whole
because
ride.
we tend to go through 5 or 6 different cities. Yeah, it's true.
I'll tell you what, though, the couple like memorial rides that I've went on with police escorts, those guys are a whole nother level of crazy.
Yes, they are.
I watched a guy on a KZ1000 pass us doing 85 over a blind hill in oncoming lane. And I'm like, you have some other gear that I do not possess.
Yeah, unless you can literally see into the future, you don't know what's over that hill. Yeah, you have no idea. Yeah, you're yumping that thing. Yeah, you have no. Oh God, fucking ridiculous. It's fun. I mean, group rides are interesting. Group rides can be a lot of fun. But keep in mind, one of the main things is we usually have like the group ride is pretty by the books, and then we'll always kind of like, okay, this is the last leg. We're coming home now, so we're going to step it up a little bit, and that generally does happen on our ride. That's something that we always.
Oh, and as far as I remember, your wrist isn't connected to anybody else. So.
No. That's exactly right. And that's fucking ride your own ride, pal. Yeah. Right. First things first, know your own limits, right?
So I have a friend and he got these free helmet communicator things that he's been, up my ass about. Make sure you go over everything and learn everything about these things so we could do this review. So I'm like busting my ass before the ride to get it installed in my helmet and learn it a little bit. I get there and first he's like, oh yeah, I didn't bring mine. And I'm like, what? What?
So now it's just me.
What good is that?
Yeah.
Well, then later on, he's like, oh, yeah, I did bring mine. So then we do the ride.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, I was trying to hook up with you. He's like, oh, I didn't turn it on.
Oh, Jesus.
So I literally, when we left County Line, I had to go over and push the button on his head.
Push his button on the side of his
I was wondering what exchange was occurring over there.
Up.
So I could actually talk to the cocksucker.
But then it worked really fucking well, man.
Well, it would have been great to have that for the whole fucking ride, wouldn't it?
Well, had I known
But after
anyone
2
else,
minutes, you decide to turn it off anyhow.
Fucking
Don't turn it on.
sound.
It runs the battery down.
Fucking sound guy.
Yeah, who would stand for your abuse? I'd shut it off too.
I always look at helmet communicators like a bad dating app. You're like, all right, let me just see what's out there. Press the button. All right. And whose mesh am I going to end up on? Whose group am I going to end up in? That's been my experience with communicators, was just in the earlier generations of them, it just opened up a channel. It just came into a chat. You were just into the chat.
Well,
and
apparently
now
nobody else had
ASL.
anything because I
Right.
searched and I got a group and the only group I got was this guy.
Right.
well,
Yeah.
should have told me and turned mine on.
Right.
I didn't know anyone else.
And I didn't
brought
even
one.
realize I had him until I hear. I'm like, Sleepy, can you hear me? He's like, hey, these things are working.
It's working.
This sounds good.
Because it could be the distinguished gentleman's room.
No, okay. Let me defend myself for 1 second.
Yeah.
When I do anything, I prepare for everything. So I was so prepared to do a video and then take B with me and everything that I wasn't planning on doing any of this.
Okay, fair enough.
So that's why I
Right.
was like,
You were
like,
focused
I was
on-
blumberfucked about that.
Yeah.
But like, whatever. Now, if we're going to go this weekend or whatever and do it properly, now I'm going to have all the time. We're going to have
Right.
a thing. We're going to,
Because you're on doing that
I was
day's
not
event.
prepared.
Right.
But to his point, yes, then I completely forgot at that
Oh, that's
point
funny.
to turn it on and do
Oh,
whatever.
man.
But they
But
did work really well.
Would be advantageous for next year, especially anyone doing road guard stuff.
Yeah,
to be able
road
to
guides,
communicate
road guard,
and coordinate.
communicating road guarding is really, really good idea.
But we have to watch the one guy because all we would hear would be smoking.
Just lighten them up, man. Yeah, just smoking and road guarding and smoking.
Yeah.
The one year we did it where we had 3 or 4 of on a mesh system, and the funny thing was, it was funny because it was like a game of telephone, because the way we were doing it was the tail gunner was talking to the road guards, the road captains, and we made a lot of effort to make sure that everybody that was doing it had, the same religion.
Peace.
Yeah, the same religion communicators. And I just remember leading the thing and just being like, okay, I think I was going through Brattonall and I stopped one time at Brattonall to let the crowd catch up. And I just heard nothing. And then I got whispers of like, watch out, that guy's trying to come through on your left. And then nothing. Hold on, I got a real slow guy back here. Hold on, I'm trying to get this guy back in. I'm like, oh yeah, well, yeah, this isn't paying off at all. This is actually, this is benefiting me nothing.
No,
Right?
it's
the
changed.
same thing.
Because I had that experience in the past,
Right.
and then I was happy if they would just at least work with B sitting behind me.
Yeah.
Right. But even those, when you're talking to them, it's like, hey, what is that? Like that. But these
Breaker
things,
19, Breaker 19.
these sounded better. I mean, they're fun. They sounded good, no?
Oh, yeah. And I like the music was great.
Yeah. So, I mean, these are, now they're getting.
But I wasn't able to share my music. I kept trying to get that to work, but,
We'll
I had
We
some
just
limp
figured
dick
it out.
on the other end who wasn't really helping out.
Oh, you wait. Now that I'm going to know what I'm doing,
Tech
you're
support.
fucked, dude. Now we're going to have to do every feature.
Wait, you
twice.
don't know how to go ahead and program your triangulation so that you can then get
Oh no! Whatever company Moto Guzzi decided to buy their modular helmet with the built-in communicator from.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Well, this is where this is going to get interesting. They
Right.
can have up to 5 Bluetooth connections. So I can connect to the
It's a switchboard.
motorcycle, to the thing, to
Right.
the everything, to the action cam. I can send vocals to the action cam and John, but not here. So, I mean, there's a lot to learn.
Are we disclosing what brand? Or are you waiting for your video?
I forgot.
Solid.
give me 1 second.
It's Sonex Town
It's
3000.
Neo.
Rezo, R-E-S-O.
Yeah,
Interesting.
RESO. They're not like
RESO.
a cheap brand. They're like
Yeah.
they're trying to compete in the center market and
yeah.
stuff. So
I mean, I
that's
like
cool.
my Cardo. When they came out with the app,
Yeah.
it eliminates a lot of the remembering the crazy button press coordination.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff.
what this
And
has
You can
an
just be
app.
like, join group. And,
Right,
and then
yeah.
you select the group.
There's a pro version, which it was strange enough that they didn't send me the pro version.
Right.
But with the pro version, then you can do all the shit that we learned about at AIM too, where you can have a group that can live all over the world and stuff, and
Oh, that's
use
cool.
like your phone as a thing, whatever. But these are, I mean, they're decent sized units, and I got a whole bunch to give away too, so it's gonna be fun.
Cool.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Well, that's great, guys. Anybody else got anything else?
I do.
Fire away, Chris.
June 18th, Thursday.
Uh-huh.
We will have our friends from Janus on site here for the podcast.
That's fantastic.
So there
that is
might
excellent.
be bringing some bikes.
Yay!
Sample bikes for us to have?
Yay!
Either way, mark your calendars.
Yes, that's fantastic.
Sweet.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that's super cool.
I like that.
I dig that. Yeah, that sounds excellent.
And Pete, don't forget next week we are going to have who?
Brad McFadden.
Brad McFadden.
And he did what?
He invented the goat, or he laid out the goat, the Great Ohio Adventure Trail.
There you go. So if you're into adventure biking, trails, and things of that
it's going to be a
nature,
good
you're gonna
good
wanna
interview.
listen to it.
That's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I super dig that. All right. Well, if we don't have anything else, any jokes? I mean, John hit pretty early with some jokes. That was pretty
That's all
fired up.
I spent my...
You literally shot your load. That was it. Got it. All right. If that's it, my friends, remember, ride fast and take chances. Get us out of here, Johnny Mac.
Bum, 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 bum,
Jack, get us out of here, Sleepy. Hit the red button.